Hey, welcome back,
Baba Booey.
everybody.
Baba Booey.
Baba
Baba
Booey.
Booey. How you doing, everyone? Good? Good. I can't actually respond to you if you're watching this on YouTube, but pretend I am. Anyway.
Oh man, I'm tired of that girl sassing
like,
you at your work.
One of them's like,
Hey,
I
bitch.
don't know, man. I'm having a hard day, and all the others,
Yeah.
Oh, so hilarious.
Oh,
I forgot
Sandra's
what we were
always
doing.
being a bitch to you. Oh, we were talking to these guys. We were being Aaron. And fucking
yeah.
yeah. Fuck. Wait. Yeah, Aaron was a little one. Fuck. This was me.
Let's
God
read
damn it.
let's read the like fucking from the beginning here. Just this bit here.
Yeah.
All right, read it.
Oh shit. Right. I forgot that we were voice acting. All
Yeah.
right. All right. We did knock a few things over, but we weren't rifling for nothing.
Just before a gunshot, we heard a voice yelling out, "Give me that gun!"
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because right, and then it's we heard like a lunging, but how could he have lunged towards them if he got shot in the back?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I gotta try to burp. God damn it. The bloke what owned the place was holding a gun, so he should have just fired instead of yelling at the girl. Did it? I can read. Lummy? Yeah, that one. Lummy. It didn't give me a fright. There we go. I did it. Holy shit. We're 2 minutes in and I want to die. Oh, God. We were thinking the shooter come out the door and get us next. Oh, I'm tired.
Clearly.
Right,
We
fuck.
stopped moving back where we found it and scarpered straight into him in the black.
Oh, Aaron, you're such a fucking professional. You deserve to have an agent. Oh, fuck. We got him shot the pawnbroker, see? We never even had a chance, did we? Nailed it. Give me the roll.
That's it? That's the full extent of their testimony?
Oh, fuck.
What is it, Bruno? You look very fierce.
Looking fierce.
You're looking fierce, Bruno. I could pour you some herbal tea if you're tired.
Oh, thank you, but I'm fine.
Take the tea.
Okay, no, I'm working.
Oh.
It's a logical thing, you'll probably laugh. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
But I feel as though these brothers are still hiding something. Something important.
No.
No,
Nothing more than a feeling, though. I have no proof to support it.
More than a feeling! Sorry.
More than a feeling.
well, feelings can be very logical at times.
Huh?
What?
People's expressions, the movements of their eyes, the words they choose. You can take all that in and your brain will quietly analyze it and come up with a feeling like you describe. You've concluded that there's something suspicious about this testimony without knowing why. That's all. I think you should trust your instincts.
Harris, thank you.
Yeah, I'm the best.
Sometimes I think if she's 10 years old, I must be 5.
Probably.
All right, we did knock a few things over, but we weren't rifling for nothing.
Hold it! Hold it!
Ah! Ah!
If that's the case, then why didn't you testify to that effect in the first place?
No.
Oh no.
Well, you know, we ain't exactly squeaky clean, are we?
We ain't. We ain't Nash, we ain't.
Oh, thank God, you made me feel so much better about my shooter reading.
You choked on a french fry. We admitted to something like that, people would think we was up to no good.
Oh my God. Oh, said bingo me old China. God damn it. Okay, we only land ourselves in even more trouble.
And in fact, now, as a result of lying in your previous testimony, that's exactly what you've done. Landed yourselves in even more trouble.
Huh. Well, shit.
Nice rotten luck. Just a rotten apple eater.
Ugh.
Witnesses, explain your actions to the court. Why did you ransack the victim's counter?
I don't know. We never ransacked nothing.
Right, Nash, right. More like we tidy the place up.
God.
Hmm.
Oh, his wine bottle.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Just before the gunshot, we heard a voice yelling out, "Give me that gun!"
Give me that gun! Give it! It's mine! Mine!
So in fact, you heard the voice and the gunshot almost simultaneously? We did, Gov, we did.
I'm sorry, I was sneezing. Although, I suppose, if you're being honest, we heard a kind of wavering voice before the yelling all.
You just having a bad day over there, Carrie.
Fucking, I want to die.
If you don't want to get shot,
Give me that gun.
bam! Trying to think.
They've done this like 5 times.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh,
You're enacting tragically missed. And where were the voices coming from? Could you tell?
all right, we need to fucking do like a poll, like a guesser for coming over the fuck for how many bottles he's gonna smash.
That's true.
I'ma say 2.
2?
Of course we could.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with.
For the whole, are we
Okay.
talking like the whole case, or we're talking about just today?
Just today.
Oh,
Today.
I'm going 2. This is, yeah,
Let's go 3.
yeah.
Did you already read this? By the way?
No, I was waiting for you to finish that. Of course we
Okay.
could. From the other side of the door behind the counter, it was. In the storeroom, where the victim was found dead.
And the voice you heard, it was that of the victim, Mr. Windabank.
I would wear his outfit.
On me
though.
granny's life, of course it was.
Whose outfit?
Yeah, I remember him saying this one. The Hagen Ringos. I like the purple jacket, purple
Oh,
Hagen
okay.
hat with the skulls and shit. It's good
Hell
time.
yeah.
On his granny's life, of course it was.
I feel like you'd pull it off better than they do.
How dare
Probably.
you?
So that would mean,
Yeah, Carrie, pull it up.
nice,
Like tearaway pants.
The caraway pants.
Yeah.
that you both knew Mr. Windybank and the sound of his voice.
So that would mean what?
Well, Nash, well, any ideas?
Nah. We didn't know the geezer. Fuck, dude.
How am I supposed to deny it when that bloke in the fancy club was giving us the evil eye?
Wow.
If you value your lives, you will ensure your testimony is accurate and true.
Dude, I just wanted to be like, how dare you call my finery clubbers?
On me granny's life, it is.
On his granny's life, it must be.
It's a good job his granny's dead.
Yeah, I remember all this. I feel like we've said all this before.
We have.
did, yeah.
I'm just running
Yeah.
through it again.
Sure.
To summarize then, immediately after hearing the voice of the victim, you then hear the gunshot, causing you to stumble and upset the items on the counter, scattering them over the shop floor.
Make it sound like we're clumsy.
Don't forget, we tied it up after, like good little boys. Anyway, way I see it. The bloke what owned the place was holding a gun, and he should have just fired instead of yelling at the girl.
Hold
Okay.
it.
You're saying that Mr. Windybank had a gun in his hands?
Yeah, see,
Accurate
Captain
again?
Gojo, I thought that too last time. I thought they were actual brothers, but I don't think they are. Is what we landed on, right?
Yeah, I don't think they're actual brothers.
Yeah, because I was like, it would be his granny too, and y'all were like, I don't know if what they're saying is true.
Maybe they're stepbrothers.
Ooh, maybe.
Yeah. Also, I mean, just because they said on his granny's life, my sisters definitely said, like, your mom's a hoe to me.
Nah,
And
that's
our
fair.
mom is the same person.
That's fair. Oh yeah, bet that was a sight, eh? Them two waving them guns at each other. Must have got pretty heated.
What was that TikTok I sent you the other day, Carrie? The one where
Fucking-
you don't get into Yo Mama joke battles with your mom.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
goddamn, what did his mom, like this comedian's mom, got into a fucking Yo Mama battle with with her son, and she pulled out a fucking like Yo Mama's so nasty. After your mom got done, you know, pleasuring your dad with her mouth, she came in and kissed you goodnight.
And he left the
And
stage.
he left the stage.
Oh,
It was so fucking good.
so devastating. Like, actually, though.
Yeah, so gross.
Anyway, I mean, just before he shouted out, we heard the geezer say, "You don't want to get shot."
Didn't really sound like you meant it, mine. More of an empty threat, you could say.
Mr. Winterbank was known to keep a revolver on his shop counter at all times. People say that to protect the articles in his keeping, he'd readily put a bullet in someone's head if required. And that someone being himself, of course.
Well, he certainly sounded like he was ready to pull the trigger the other night. Only the person he was going to shoot beat him to it. Cooked his goose proper.
Hey, wish you squeezed the trigger instead of wasting time shouting. Give me that gun.
Give me that gun. I love that you say it exactly the same every time.
And it was directly after those words you heard the gunshot?
More or less at the same time, Gov. Give me that gun.
Trying to think. Yeah.
Yes.
Career in acting. Very tragically missed.
And we heard the sound of someone hitting the deck. Before everything went dead quiet.
After that, we done a slapdash job tidying the place up. And that's it. I thought I had more to say.
Yeah, I thought he was going to say more too. What the fuck? Look, he didn't half give me a fright. We was thinking the shooter did it. Come out the door and get us next. Oh!
Wow.
I know. I forgot to take my Claritin today, so I'm sniffling and it's very hot and I can't stop making excuses for my piss poor acting. Like,
So you didn't try to open the storeroom door then?
not in your life.
Went deathly quiet after that, it did. Put the wind right up me. Well, anyway, door was locked, wasn't it? No way that was opening. Yes, of course, it was locked from the inside, or so we've been led to believe. It was, Gov, it was, from the inside. How would you know if you didn't try?
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Right,
also,
so-
why did you clean up if you thought they were going to come out and kill you?
Like, right, y'all ain't helping. Like, goddamn. Right, so we had no way of knowing what was going on in there, did we? Yeah. Oh, thank you, Circus Magician, but also fuck you.
Unless there was some other way to get a view of the inside of the storeroom. Like through the keyhole, or a spy hole, perhaps?
Don't bring no bells, don't bring no lights. I think that was both of us.
Don't yep.
Did
no,
cut and
that's-
run before we noticed
But
anything
before
like
it
that.
happened like that, did it?
No,
We
that
did
was-
it at the
that
same
was
time,
Ringo.
I swear.
That was Ringo.
I
Only
can't
his mouth
fucking
moved.
tell.
Watch for
Oh
the
my
mouth moves.
god. Oh, okay. Still cutting our teeth in this game, see? But one day,
But really got the
got the mustard.
Don't let me in.
Yo, yeah.
Don't talk to me. Don't even look at me.
Don't even look at me.
Please cut it out.
Oh.
But as we know, behind that door was the victim's lifeless body, with the accused not 2 feet away.
Yes, unfortunately. Gina was in there, unconscious, with the gun in her hand.
To confirm, would it be correct to say that neither of you set foot inside the storeroom?
That's right, Gov, that's right.
Couldn't have even if we wanted to.
We took everything back when we found it and scarpered straight in the aim in the black.
Bitch.
Yes, whereupon you fired a shot from your own gun at Mr. Herlock Sholmes.
Oh, yeah. We was a bit hasty there.
We was, Nash, we was. Truth be told, I was already shaking like a leaf when you lot turned up.
Truth.
If you're shaking like a leaf, don't put a loaded gun in your hand.
Good advice, miss, good advice.
Yeah, that's right.
Truth be told, me mind went totally blank.
Before your mind goes totally blank, make sure you don't have a loaded gun in your hand.
Mental note made, miss. Damn.
After that, we legged it down the street, but apparently we looked dodgy to the coppers or something. So they clapped the derbies on us like winking.
Darbies. I'm assuming that's handcuffs, yeah, just from context, but Darbies.
And after you'd been handcuffed, the police found this revolver in your possession, correct?
Well, yeah.
But listen, that proves it. Done it, eh? Does it? Could have shot the pawnbroker, see? We never even had a chance, did we?
And why should we believe that?
What? Well, 'cause it's true, isn't it?
The place was totally empty when we went in.
And at that time, the victim was already in the storeroom, having been forced to open the door by the accused who had a gun to his head. In other words, on the night in question, these two witnesses never even laid eyes on the proprietor of the pawnbrokery, Mr. Windabank. Correct?
You've got it, mister.
Down to a T.
So the Skulkin brothers never actually encountered Mr. Windabank? Is that really true, I wonder?
Heck.
Oh, heck.
Okay, yeah,
Darby cuffs.
So Darby is a twist on Derby.
Okay.
It became a slang for handcuffs apparently by the 1670s, maybe even earlier, but the association is apparently quite obscure. It might date back to either things that they did with Derby dogs and how they secured them, or with there was like, what was it? Like a person that was part of a way to do it in enforcing debt collection. And that just eventually became the colloquialism for cuffs.
Okay.
Also, I can
A bit more
good luck with starting streaming MP Booster. It's gonna be a good time.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Right. We had the green blood stuff.
Yeah.
All the color codes.
The color codes.
The color codes.
Because we have to present some information to one of their statements. So I'm just re-looking through our stuff.
So we know their big lies are they had to have tried the door because it was locked from the inside.
Yeah.
But they said it was locked, so they couldn't have tried it even if they wanted to, but they couldn't have known it was locked unless they did try.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we have to find out why they would have cleaned up if they truly believed they were to be shot.
Yeah.
How do the Baskervilles?
That's right. I used Daddy's notes to write it. I think it's a great story. I don't know why Hurley's forbidden me to publish it.
Oh, it's strange, isn't it? Perhaps it's a problem with the title? Perhaps Mr. Sholmes is a family friend of someone who has that name or something.
Well, doesn't quite have the same ring to it, but I could change it to the Hound of the Naruhodos.
I'm fairly sure that Mr. Sholmes is a friend of someone who has that name too.
What?
Since when?
Oh, he has friends?
Oh, yeah.
Where did he get any of those?
I don't believe you.
My fucking uncle did that to me all the time as a kid.
Really?
Like I rarely get to see him, but he brought over to visit, and he suffered brain damage when he was younger.
Mm-hmm.
And so now he just kind of constantly tells jokes. That's really what he loves doing. And specifically literally anytime he was visiting and I mentioned going to see my friends, he would just pop up. Like I would just see it snap up from wherever it was in the room. He's like, you have those? I'm like, fuck you,
Wow.
dude.
Wow. Absolutely devastating for no reason.
He's a
God
jerk.
damn. Dude, also fucking sidebar. The whole fucking Iris and Sholmes like relationship fully reminds me of audio. It's all over TikTok. That's from Stranger Things, where it's just fucking, you have to understand there are consequences for your actions. You are like Papa! Like just fucking screaming. Like so stupid. Anyway, go on. Fucking.
We could do the autopsy report because he was shot in the back, and they mentioned that he was lunging, or they mentioned a couple times that that he was lunging at them when he was yelling, "Give me that gun!"
Victim's back. Yeah.
This seems like the most direct connection we have at
I
the
think
current
so
moment.
as well. Or even the fucking crime scene photo, just because it shows him with a shot in the back.
Yeah.
She was found unconscious. There are signs of a
I
single
mean, it's,
discharge.
you know, just our luck that the bullet didn't go all the way through.
Yeah.
That said, exit wounds are different than entrance wounds. That's probably still fine.
A firearm
No.
found in the possession of the Skulkin brothers upon their arrest. There are There are signs that a single round was fired. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And that's the one in the well.
Yeah.
A gross looking revolver.
Yeah, I don't like him.
It's like it's almost a
I don't
pepper
like
box.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And then there's this boy. And then there's this boy. And the stereoscope. And that's it. Okay.
Yeah, the stereoscope I'm sure will come up again, but
Me.
I don't know about anything else right now. With a gunshot, we had a voice yelling out, "Give me that gun!"
But what owned the place was holding a gun, and he should have just fired instead of yelling it to go.
So we could also, you could do the picture of her holding the gun up at him as well. Because how would
Yeah.
he have gotten the gun back?
Yeah. What?
Yeah, I think so.
Like, would she just hand it to him when she got in? Like, clearly she would still have it, but yet he says if you don't want to get shot.
Okay, what's next? Back where we found it in campus. Okay, yeah. Let's go back. No, great. Should come. No. No. And the place was holding a gun.
Yeah, so if you show the picture of her holding the gun here, I think that'd
think
probably
so.
be.
Let's present. Yeah, you got it.
You're saying that on the night in question, the victim, Mr. Windybank, was wielding a gun. Is that correct?
That's it, Gov. You got the picture?
I do. Yes, Nash, yes, no question. And yet the photographic evidence from the time of the incident clearly shows that Mr. Windybank was not in possession of a firearm of any description.
Haha. Oh, shit. Okay.
You surprise me. Does the defense really intend to highlight evidence that compromises the position of the accused even more?
Yeah, it was a mistake on our part.
No, it's correct. They're trying to insinuate something false.
I don't know. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Fucking witnesses are like, yeah, fuck you, defense. Too right, Nash, too right. Old geezer could have been able to turn the tables on the girl, eh? Then how'd he get shot, Dennis?
Dennis Ringo, if that is your full name. Dennis Ringo Skulking.
Hardly likely.
Oh, I'm a really what there we go. Shit.
Skulkin's never
It's never
skulking.
skulking.
Hey.
God damn. But the place is told the guy and he just fires it, yelling at it to go.
So, fucking, what do we have now?
I
So
don't
now we can talk about. Now we have to look for the lunge. We have to get the lunge and have either the autopsy report or the picture of him shot in the back. Because if he lunged at them and there was a gunshot, that's impossible because he was shot in the back. So if we can get to whatever thing made them do that little pantomime, we can present the evidence there.
Well, you can
Because
only
they
present,
physically demonstrate it.
we can only present evidence to these green statements here.
Mhm.
So, yeah. Right. Come out of the door. Okay, that's next.
Took everything back where we found it. Let's go up and straighten him in the black.
Couldn't have shot the broker, see? We never even had a chance, did we?
I don't understand.
Go back to the beginning. Let's take a look at our full statements.
All right.
Knock a few things over. That we can't prove they weren't right now, so that's probably negligible here.
Yeah.
So the gunshot, we had a voice yelling out, "Give me that gun." It's probably this one. Let's take a look at the next one. Yeah, this is the most direct statement out of all of them. How would they know he was holding a gun if he yelled, "Give me that gun"? Because they say he had one, but then that contradicts literally what his brother just said. This is
holding the gun, so he.
So it could be the locked door. So they would have to go through the peephole. So they clearly had to have seen what was going on inside.
Yeah,
That's
but we already
what we need to
pressed the
establish here.
statement, and we
We
didn't
pressed
get any
it.
prompts.
Let's look for evidence here.
Yeah.
We're at the point of evidence, clearly.
Yeah. Okay.
You have a picture of the door or anything?
We have that door. We
Obscured.
have that one, and we have this, but it has
That
the
one, it
peephole.
shows it. That
Yeah.
this might be it. It depending on
Yeah. I'm gonna save.
It won't be here. It won't be on this statement with the door though.
Yeah. Maybe it's on the last
But-
statement where.
Yeah, they said that like wherever they mentioned they couldn't have seen it. Let's keep looking through the evidence though. We might as well just go through it all over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the pawnbroker's ticket, so probably not this.
That's useless
with
here,
The cat
yeah.
on the back. Gina's registration papers, the blood sample portfolio, the manuscript,
Useless.
the pawnbroker's ticket in the coat. That was in the coat. The McGilded case notes. Today's paper, which had like the thing about the government's secrets on the back.
Mm-hmm.
The autopsy report. We can do a quick scan through this here. Details of victim, pop window bank, occupation, yada yada. Time of death, 1 to 1:30 a.m. Reporting party, Ryunosuke. Post-mortem findings, single bullet wound in upper half of victim's back. No other visible signs of trauma. Autopsy findings, instant death from a postero
Postero-anterior.
anterior, thank you.
I couldn't have done that.
Bullet wound to the heart. The bullet entered the body from the back on a gently rising diagonal trajectory. Okay.
So this is definitely going to come up here at some point. because it's this and the photograph both
For
prove
sure.
that he was shot in the back.
Totally.
So we'll keep those in mind for that. The layout, does it show the door here?
It shows
It doesn't.
the door.
It shows the
doesn't
door,
really-
but not the peephole, so that's
Yeah.
useless to us right now. Part of me wants to think the gun, because they said he was holding a gun, but we don't have a picture of her with the gun, do we? Unconscious.
Not unconscious.
If we
no.
did, it'd be like, how did she get the gun?
She is.
if he
she's
had
holding,
a gun.
She's holding
Yeah.
Windibank's gun, though, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, clearly he doesn't have a gun.
Yeah.
The judge was like, no.
Yeah. And then we got the other photograph, which has the people showing
Yeah,
there.
this is our second piece of probable presentable evidence.
Yeah. We got the Skulkin Brothers gun, which didn't really.
Useless for now.
Yeah, useless right now. And the stereoscope. That's it.
There's definitely a third gun involved.
You think so?
I think so, because either someone came in and took the gun from her and shot him and then fled after knocking her out, or someone shot him and then swapped the bullet, the spent casing, into his gun. But I think there's powder traces on it, so they probably used his. So
Yeah.
there might only be the two, but I'm suspicious. I am suspicious that there might be another one.
Yeah.
So yeah, our focus has to be on what they saw then at this point, because they are lying, clearly.
Yeah.
They're avoiding, because it's probably their brother that did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look what on the place is holding a gun, so he should have just fired instead of yelling at the girl. How could he? Yeah, how could he know that? Because
Yep.
they kept saying that they didn't see them. So
Let's keep going through our statements. Scared him. They were scared he would come out the door and get us next, but they also thought the door was locked, but they thought the door was locked from the inside, and how would they know that unless they tried the door?
yeah,
Yeah, they're super involved. Stuck everything back where we found it. Scott put straight name in the black. And the last one. So this might be it. We couldn't have shot the pawnbroker. See, we never even had the chance, did we?
goddamn. They
Gonna have to take some shots here. Wah, wah.
contradict the statement with evidence. They are continuing that line. I don't understand.
What do we do?
We just gotta look at the most likely statements that. So there's basically two right now. He lunged and had a gun,
Yeah.
and then we had no chance. Say the full extent of the testimony.
Yeah, nothing more.
Is there a picture of the pawnbroker's body? Well, yeah.
Yeah,
The
there
one of
is.
him, like, on the floor shot.
Yeah.
Why? Why, Cerberus Magician? What are you thinking?
We could show the gun, and when he says he had a gun, we can be like.
Yeah.
But the problem, it could be the Ace Attorney thing of the difficulty here is that we're ahead of the case,
Yeah.
like mentally, because a lot of the time we will present evidence that we need to present after something else.
Yeah.
It's usually how we fuck
That's
these
how
things
it
up.
goes a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll be right back
Okay.
in a second.
We can
Okay.
just save and start fucking showing him shit.
True.
Yep. Like Aaron said, we might need to just start taking some shots. Bah.
Knock a few things over, but we weren't rifling for nothing.
Yeah, like Service Magician, that's what we're thinking too. Like, if he was shot in the back, then he couldn't have been lunging.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I think
But we don't know
are
how to
ahead of the
present
game.
Yeah. we
Yeah,
don't-
I mean, again, we could just show the photo of him shot in the back, like they're suggesting.
With a voice yelling out, "Give me that gun!
Give me that gun!
Give me the gun!"
Did it.
Like what own your
I
place,
want
is
the
holding a
place
gun.
holding a gun.
Hold it!
He's holding a gun with his hands. Now, with his feet, go. Oh, yeah, you bet that's what. Bet that was a sight, eh?
Hey?
Them two waving them guns. Fucking, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna
see,
murder
we could
you.
present
I'm
here,
gonna
we could just be like,
no.
where's the other gun then? Fucking dweeb.
Yeah. They won't let us fucking. Ah!
Start showing shit. Just show him stuff.
We've narrowed it down to what, 2-3 pieces of evidence?
Yeah. Like, show him the gun, show him the picture of Windybank shot in the back, because they're claiming that he lunged.
Yeah, okay.
And what else?
Picture of the door, possibly. That one's a little
Yeah.
more obscure. There's They deny seeing a peephole, but it's very prominent if you've been behind the counter.
One of the photos, yeah, because it wasn't in the other one, weirdly. Did it. Cool. It's deuce proper.
Give me that. Sweet, that trigger instead of wasting time shouting. Give me that gun. Give me that gun.
Mm-hmm. We've seen this a million times. We know how to do.
Yeah.
No. I think it's this statement.
He's holding a gun. Maybe the gun is evidence here? Because we'd be like, where is it then?
Yeah, let's try.
Sure. Yeah, let's try it.
Sure.
No, whoops.
Wrong gun.
Objection.
Nope.
Reveals a
Reveals it. No, we're not doing it. No,
Everyone
we
makes
refuse.
fun
Back
of
we
me.
go.
Back in time.
Hell yeah,
Back
bitch. Give it.
in time.
Joke's on you, we're a time traveling detective. Maybe the picture of his back then.
Objection.
There we go.
Okay.
So you're
Okay.
saying that on the night in question, the victim, Mr. Windybank, was wielding a gun. Is that correct?
That's it, Gov. You got the picture.
Yes, Nash, yes, no question. And yet, photographic evidence obtained immediately after the incident clearly shows that Mr. Windybank was not holding a firearm of any
We
description.
presented the other picture where he wasn't holding the gun. Why didn't that work?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's some bullshit.
oh
on,
my
game.
god.
Come on.
It's weird.
Game.
You all.
That's fucking stupid.
God, bet that ain't right. Oh shit, here it comes.
Ace Attorney, baby.
Yeah.
Yep.
There can be no question that the victim's revolver was used in the incident. I would remind the court that Mr. Windybank's gun was found at this scene. Not only was it identified as the murder weapon, but it was found in the accused hand.
Rabble, 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 rabble.
Rabble, rabble, rabble.
Yeah, that mole tooler used the victim's own gun to finish him off. Oh. Give me that gun.
Bang! Time to think.
Yeah, we know.
Stay exactly where you are, right there. Right? The crime had taken place, as you've so colorfully described in your testimony. It would give rise to an undeniable and significant inconsistency in the final moments you just acted out.
Oh shit.
Seeing as I have a brain cell at all, Judge, yes.
Damn.
You intrigue me, my learned friend. But let's see some evidence to support your claim.
Never. Put him in
Where
jail.
is the proof that demonstrates this inconsistency in the witness's portrayal of the victim's final moments? The
Yeah,
Autopsy report or the picture again? Yeah.
Yeah.
Save in case we do the wrong thing.
Nah, that's fine.
You're fine. Got him.
Jeez, gosh, golly.
Oh,
Shucks and gee
God.
willikers.
Oh heck.
Shucks and gee willikers.
Autopsy report.
Take that.
According to their testimony, the witnesses claim to have heard a shout of "Give me that gun," followed by a gunshot. Yes, that's right.
Yes.
Now, if that testimony is true, yes, it would mean that at the moment of death, the victim and his attacker would have been facing each other.
Mm-hmm.
However,
How do you get
in
fucking
the
shot in the
autopsy
back?
report, it clearly states Yet the victim died instantly after being shot from behind.
Carrie, you'd make an excellent attorney.
You're right, just yelling shit.
Objection! That's stupid!
That's fucking dumb. He got shot in the fucking back, Your Honor. Respectfully.
All due respect.
You're right.
Fucking idiot.
Sustain.
As I stated before.
You already said it.
Oh, sorry. My screen was being weird. Oh.
There is an undeniable inconsistency in your testimony, Mr. and Mr. Skulkin.
And Mr.
Nice.
Rabble.
But it's the God's honest truth.
It is, Dash, it is! When he was shot that night.
The shopkeeper had a gun in his hand. We saw it with our own bleeding eyes.
Did I hear you right just now? You actually saw Mr. Windybank holding a gun?
Crap!
And
Oh, there you go. Something like that might have slipped out.
ladies and gentlemen, you have all just heard the admission by these two witnesses that on the night in question, they actually saw, with their own eyes, the victim wielding a gun. Which can only mean that despite their testimony to the contrary, the Skulkin brothers must have encountered the victim in person. Nash?
Oh.
You're not saying words.
No, I am.
No, you're not. You are.
Like, dude, I'm being like, it's
Sure,
it's so
I can
fucking-
understand Carrie, Judge.
Thank you. There's like a cadence to saying it, a structure to the sentence, but the words aren't actually words. Well, the thing is, it weren't supposed to. Oh shit! It's
It
gonna
would
kick our
seem
ass.
that my previous warning fell on deaf ears. I made it quite clear that false witness would be the death of you.
I would like to invoke my prosecutor's right to murder my fucking witnesses.
Yeah, right? Like, holy shit!
Sustained.
Damn. Ever so sorry, Governor. The truth is, we
Cut it out, Nash, cut it out.
I'm fucking
You're
caught.
glad now, you know what you'll do to us.
Oh.
Oh shit!
Who are they talking about?
Fucking
The guy in his suit, clearly.
Yeah, obviously.
C. Dyson Spear. The prosecution will now eat the witnesses. Just fucking
Go ahead.
damn.
Let me
Man,
make
this
your
court's
position.
crazy.
Let me make your position here perfectly clear. You will talk. There is no other option available to you.
Oh my god. Bruv, come on. Game's up.
But we'll have our guts for garters. In case it hasn't quite sunk in yet, no matter how hard you try to hide it, the truth will come out. Because I'm a truth boy.
Oh shit.
He's a filthy truth
ow.
boy.
My name roughly means I understand.
Yep.
Hello, question. If you're now married, and you married back to bed, what the I'm married, but the man can do. Oh, well,
Do we have to?
yes, this is court, you fucking idiot.
On the pain of death,
Oh shit.
I suggest you make yourselves fully aware that this is your very last chance to tell the truth.
Now
Thank
with the
you, Army
sweating
One, for the gift
brothers.
sub.
Aww. Oh, Army, what the sweet.
All right, so we just got inside the gaff. Eve to sigh of relief when the geezer showed his mug.
Oh my god. Give me that gun, he bellowed, and then he flew at his Yeah, like it was possessed. I thought we had it. Yeah.
An old geezer, bloke as strong as an ox. He chucked me over the counter. He just
my
beat
God.
the shit out
Wow.
of him.
I pulled my gun on him, and then he legged it through the door into the back room.
He never had nothing to do with killing him. That's all what happened, I swear. Oh, so in the time he was out front, Gina was knocked out by our basement boy.
Yeah.
And then as he ran back through, he got blasted in the back.
Yeah. So you're not telling us that moments before the victim was killed in the storeroom, you in fact encountered him in the main part of the shop.
Oh, well, yeah. Sorry. Whoa. Exactly. but honest, Governor, this time.
This time, Nash, this time, we ain't got nothing more to hide.
Uh-huh.
You wouldn't lie a third time.
You're right.
Ridiculous. You know
The
what they
third
say.
cab has arrived.
You know what they say. Rule of twos and whatnot.
That's my lord. This is it, the moment I've been waiting for.
I fucking love that show so much.
What show?
Peter Pan goes wrong.
Yeah.
Oh.
Third cab. Yes, the third cab. Just like I like. One for me, one for my wife, and one for my hat.
My hat. Oh, I need to show you that, Spence. It's so good.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, so we just got inside the gaff and heaved a sigh of relief when the geezer showed his mouth. When you say geezer, I presume you mean the victim and proprietor of the shop, Mr. Winniebank? Who? Sorry, I mean, that's right.
Wow.
We was keeping a close eye on the entrance to the gaff, obviously. But we never thought no one was gonna come out of the back room like that. Did it?
Never once have I walked into an open building in the middle of the night and had someone already inside.
I was thrown by thought being spelled correctly.
Wah, wah.
Right?
The back room being the pawnbrokery storeroom?
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it must be where he popped up from. Only place he could have been. This also means that Gina wasn't forcing him to stay back there. Because if she was, why the fuck would he ever go back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
So it would seem the victim was already in the storeroom when these brothers entered the premises.
Which means Ginny must have been in there at that point as well.
That doesn't make sense, does it? If Gina had threatened Mr. Winniebank into the storm with her at gunpoint, why would he have emerged from the same room all alone when the brothers arrived? He's like actually a fucking like hop keto master. And she points the gun up. He's like, "All right, come in with me." Chops her in the neck.
Oh my god.
He's just got his little suicide routine to lull people into a false sense of security. So he can
Hell
jack them in
yeah,
his back
would you
room.
make you
He's
well,
actually just
bitch?
terrifying.
Oh, hell yeah.
Gina, chop!
Yes, though. Oh.
Oh, I don't know.
Did you see the accused at that time? Well, that mole tooler couldn't tell you.
No way, Cobber. We have bigger fish to fry, and I mean, the old geezer just lost it. Give me that gun, you bellow. And then he flew at us like he was possessed. I thought we had it.
Their gun.
Yeah.
You mentioned that Mr. Winniebank shouted these words in your previous testimony, too. However, you claimed that you heard him yelling them on the other side of the storeroom door.
Oh, do we?
The truth is, he was shouting those words at you, wasn't he?
What? Oh, well, yeah.
Was the victim, Mr. Windibank, wielding a gun at that time?
Was he ever? Blimey lummy, great ugly barrel he had pointed straight at me frontispiece.
What?
So what you're saying is, you definitely saw Mr. Windibank with the gun at that time, is that right? It is, Gov, it is, spot on.
Now all of a sudden he came out as he did.
Frontispiece, the illustration facing the title page of a book, the principal face of a building.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Frontispiece. It was
Okay.
bedlam. I didn't know who was going for who.
oh shit.
You were clearly all going for each other.
Hell yeah.
Like Nash said, we thought we had it. I mean what? For an old geezer, the bloke as strong
Hey,
as an ox. He chucked me over the counter.
Jesus.
Just fucking yeet.
Like a fucking lawn dart. Like just...
Amazing.
Yes, I noted you mentioned the counter in your previous testimony, too. Well, yeah, of course we did.
We knocked over a load of books, a candlestick, and some skull whatnot.
I got tangled in some marionette and knocked over a picture frame, knocked them scales on the floor.
Jesus.
Would knock the books on the floor, would knock the table on the floor, would knock me on the floor, would knock the grandfather clock on the floor.
Oh my god.
It's like a big old game of pawn shop Jenga.
Hell yeah.
So in fact, it wasn't the sound of the gunshot that shocked you and made you knock those things off the counter?
Bro, big brother here went flying over the counter like a gunshot. I can tell you. And the ODs have pinned him. Oh my god.
Fuck.
He did, Dash, he did. If you hadn't been there, bloke would have flattened me like a blooming pancake in seconds.
Absolutely shat myself, I did.
Mr. Windibank's a fucking tank, apparently.
Holy shit! You kicked this guy's ass!
It's literally that fucking scene from UBWA with the fucking Berserker and the fucking immigrant song.
Hell
Wrong
yeah.
shop, lads. Bill jumps over the counter.
At the time in question, the alarm was raised at the local police station via a secret cable from the pawnbrokery. There is a button under the counter used to activate it, which was presumably pressed by the victim.
That's right. When the brothers fled the scene and back to the street, they ran straight into the arriving police, didn't they?
Poor Mr. Windibank. He did everything he could to protect his shop.
Boom, boom, bam, ba-dum, boom, bam.
Hell yeah. I pulled my gun on him and then he legged it through that door in the back room.
Hold it!
No.
Why don't you just fucking shoot you?
Like, right? The hell?
Are you intending to shoot Mr. Windibank? Yeah.
Just both of them as well.
Wow.
To jail with you. Nah, never. I was just, you know.
Maybe you was busy throat punching me, bruv. So I figured, yes.
Looking out for me, bro, weren't I? It was getting flattened, don't forget. Wow.
By a man whose shop was being burgled, yes.
Yeah, fuck.
And then, the man fled into the storeroom when you pointed your gun at him. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. He shoved me away and he ran through that door and shut himself in.
Something about that last remark. Something doesn't quite ring true. He's fucking lying.
He's a fucking lawyer.
I wonder why Mr. Windibank ran away into the storeroom.
Because he was afraid.
What? I mean, apparently he had a gun this whole time while he was also beating the shit out of them.
That's true. It's like, why would he run? He had the advantage.
Well, according to what everyone's saying, Ginny was in there waiting for him with a gun.
Oh, shit.
Oh, but he also has a gun. His
Yeah.
gun. Yes, that's right. His gun is placed in multiple places at once.
Yeah.
Gina allegedly used Mr. Windybank's gun to threaten him and force him to open the storeroom door. Except he would never do that as well because he's very prepared to shoot himself in the head to not allow people in the back.
What the fuck is going on?
In which case, how did the gun end up in Mr. Windybank's hands again?
These are the questions.
These are the questions.
I have no idea. But that is strange, isn't it?
He pressed his button, his ropes popped up, he started
Oh, yeah.
bouncing off of them and jumping through the air and shit. He just started yelling, 619, 619.
Oh my god! Yes, man! Windybank doing a 619 somehow. Impossible.
What?
Oh, I'm gonna
It's
find
a
a 619
wrestling
and put it in call chat. Spence, and you'll understand how fucking impossible that is.
It's true, that would be a sight.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
We all
Did it-
right?
Wait, I'm trying to find a good one. Yeah,
Well, there, look through that and related wrestling news. Hey, one of the worst things in wrestling just retired.
was it Vince? Finally? Oh my god! Thank God!
It's like Twitter was all light with it, and people were like, cool. Why not 20 years ago, though?
He's a piece of shit! He's ruined it! Oh, I hate him. I hate him.
It's okay.
So much.
He's gone now.
He'll find a way to fucking
I
sneak
think
back in,
his
they always do.
daughter or something is taking over. So I mean,
Stephanie?
yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
Apparently, she's not a whole lot better. It's like any wrestlers talking about any of the McMahons are like, Shane's really nice. We like Shane. And that's it. Like, the whole
Damn.
time. I know.
Say
Like,
the line.
No, I don't want to. We're talking about wrestling. Look at what a 619 is, and then I'll read it.
Okay.
It's in call chat.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
That's a 619.
Yep.
Why is it called a 619?
Fuck, I forget. I think it's like the area code that Rey Mysterio lived in or something.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm trying to. I think that's what it is.
All right.
Name
But
stems from Rey Mysterio's Jr.'s hometown area code.
Yeah! Oh, look at me go. Anywho, look. The point is, me and Bravi.
That's right, Nash. That's right. Me and brother.
You don't know what I'm going to say.
We
Wow.
never had nothing to do with killing him. That's all what happened. I swear.
Oh, I
Holy
swear.
fuck.
You say you had nothing to do with it?
Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Nothing,
at all.
Gov. Nothing. The old geezer went and shut himself in the back room, didn't he? At full time to lock it, pop open the slot and be like, fuck you, close it.
Damn.
Locked it was from the inside. Yeah.
We know because we tried to open it.
Well, it's a decent door, that one. Good and strong, won't budge an inch. Damn.
So in the end, the situation remains unchanged. Inside the storeroom with the pawnbroker, there was only one other person. The sole person who could possibly have shot the victim. The accused, Miss Gina
But
Lestrade.
Seeks, the testimony of the witness says that he had the gun. So what happened now?
So what happened?
What happened?
What happened?
Except this is Ace Attorney, where everyone's guilty until proven innocent.
It's fucking horseshit, dude.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. Also,
Yeah,
where's
right,
Gina?
Where's Gina?
Was there anyone else apart from Gina who could have possibly shot Mr. Windybank? There
Yes.
could have been.
They had to have
Pretty
been.
sure.
Also, hi,
Like
Dark
the guy with
Magic.
the
Yeah,
gun.
we can see your chats. We can see your
Mr. and Mr. Skulkin?
Yeah.
What?
Aye.
What's that look for?
Hey.
That's your lawyer look. The moment you admitted that you'd encountered the victim face to face that night, the course of this trial changed completely.
Shit. He did?
Fuck.
Yarp.
Fuck.
What is your point, my learned friend?
The question we must answer is who could have shot Mr. Windybank?
Yeah, it's probably he.
And it is a belief of the defense that the defendant is not the only possible answer at all. Rabble, rabble, rabble.
Rabble, rabble, rabble,
Oh
rabble,
man.
rabble. Smash your fucking wine glass, you bitch.
He doesn't have a wine glass right now.
I know,
true.
I need him to smash
He's
two
gotta
before the
pour
end of
one
stream
first.
when we've been
He's got a
going for
bottle.
over an hour.
He's got the bottle there.
Yep. I'm in the bottle. I don't think that's ever gonna leave.
Yeah.
No, I need
You
him to
have my
smash his fucking
attention.
wine.
Also, I'm out of wine glasses. I
That
smashed
makes
them.
sense. That's probably why he's not smashing them anymore.
In that case, let us return to this plan of the premises.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, way to go.
yes. The victim was
Listen,
killed in the
listen.
storeroom, which
I'm
was
so
locked from
drunk.
the inside.
Hold on though.
Holding on though.
Ah, I'm so upset.
Why?
Oh, why? If you figured it out, you smart bitch.
It might not be my basement thing, which would have been fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Damn it.
Unfortunately, where his body is positioned, he was shot in the shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
He could have been shot through the peephole.
That's what I was thinking too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because it's well big enough to fit a gun through.
Yeah.
Totally.
That
And
sucks. I want the basement thing to be true.
I want the basement thing.
that would
I
make
want a
sense.
guy
just
to
'cause his
peek up through the
body's-
floorboards and be like, "Blah!"
Yeah, that makes sense just because his body's laid out like that.
Yeah, like how
Yeah.
could she? Why would she have shot him in the back and then passed out
Yeah.
at that angle away from him?
Yeah. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense.
Did that make
Also, why is she in there knocked out in the first place?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I guess the idea is that they like panicked and passed out after committing murder.
I guess, maybe.
That would be what they would
Yeah,
posit.
but was the
anyways.
actual reason why she was knocked out?
She was fucking
Right?
slugged in the face.
Apparently.
Hit with the door or something. Like she was behind the door. Someone swung it open and hit her. Like when Windybank went in.
I think one issue is we don't have any signs of injury on Gina, and Gina hasn't testified yet.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know if Gina remembers anything or knows anything.
Yeah.
It's true.
Because
Also,
Gina
thank
also
you.
doesn't like saying anything, even to people they fucking like.
Also,
Yeah.
thank you, Deinonychus and Dark Magic, for your resubs.
Oh, it's sweeties. Also, Maximus Prime. I haven't bought a WWE game since like fucking 2017, and you just proved the exact point why I haven't. Machine Gun Kelly and Logan Paul are DLC in 2K 2022.
That's
That's bullshit.
Those games
that's-
are bad.
I like things
They used
wrestling
to be
fans do
fun.
more than wrestling.
Right? Oh my god.
Wrestling fan content is
Wrestling fans
hilarious.
would be fun. They're very
Yeah,
fun.
it's awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, those
Anyway.
are the facts. So pray, what other possible answer to this question of who shot the man could there be?
Also, just realized I'm very happy that we're talking about wrestling because this is the one day in a very long time that I chose to wear my wrestling t-shirt.
Nice.
Good job.
Nice. You alright? I did it.
Two, my lord?
Yeah, two.
Twice as many chances to be right, baby?
Okay.
Understood,
Come on,
my lord.
boys.
At the
Yeah, we
time
got
of
this.
his
We can
death?
do this. We can do this.
Where
I think
he
this is
was,
basically, if we can peg him being shot through the peephole, then
Yeah.
we implicate the brothers.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Are you all right, Bruno?
Which is great, because they're already going to jail for attempted murder.
Yeah, right? And also perjury.
I'm not entirely sure, but there's one thing I am sure about. I can prove that there's a credible new alternative to what happened. It would change Gina's prospects hugely.
Yeah.
Bigly, if you will.
Bigly.
Now, time for some clarity.
Oh.
Show the court on this plan the answers to the questions posed by his lordship.
So why are they lying about a gun?
If you believe someone else could have killed the victim, indicate from where that person could have fired that gun.
Yeah, it's the door.
Like right here.
Might even just be able to click on door, but yeah, in that area.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's try it out.
Let's fucking try. Take that.
The defense believes that the culprit could have shot the victim from this location, here.
And then answer to the second question. Assuming the culprit fired from the location indicated, where was the victim at the time? Right about there.
Logan Paul wrestled at WrestleMania and SummerSlam. Those are my two favorite pay-per-views, and now they're tainted by fucking Logan Paul.
The culprit shot the victim from outside the storeroom.
Continue.
Mr. Windybank died instantly from a bullet wound in his back. Was I telling half-truth the first time? Was he yelling, "Give me that gun" to Gina, so she would hand it to him so he could defend himself from the brothers?
Well, the brothers said that he had a gun, though.
Yeah, I know, they're lying
They
about
could
that.
be lying about that, yeah. Though.
Yeah, almost certainly, because why would
yeah.
he not have shot himself or them?
True. Yeah.
Looking at the stain of blood on the storeroom floor, it doesn't appear that the body was moved after death. Which tells us that he was almost certainly shot while he was in the storeroom. However, the crucial point is, where was the shooter when the fatal bullet was fired?
Oh.
Well, according to the Skulkin brothers' earlier testimony,
I pulled my gun on him. And he legged it through the door into the back room.
Mr. Bank ran away through that door room. We have to assume the door was open at the time.
Gasp.
It was at precisely that moment when the victim was fleeing for his life. But these brothers had the perfect opportunity to shoot the man in the back once he was inside the storeroom. And then Gina slams and locks the door to protect herself.
Oh, I love that the inspector's just there.
I love
Fucking Eddie.
Grigson. He's just hanging out.
A good boy, saying nothing this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Eating fish and chips. I'm okay, witness.
You're right.
Yeah, I'll show me
Remember
what I
what the
want.
prosecutor said at the start of the trial?
Moving on to the findings of Scotland Yard's coroner.
You're a nerd.
His
nerd,
report
nerd,
states
nerd.
that his report states that the bullet entered the body on a rising diagonal trajectory.
He's so excited. He's reading.
It means the victim was likely shot by someone significantly shorter in height than himself. Himself.
Weiss wants to know what we think is the most overrated sad moment in anime. I don't know. I can't think of a super like hyped up sad moment in anime that I didn't find sad because I cry at fucking everything.
I watch
true.
a lot of obscure weeb shit, so I couldn't
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, if you have any, fucking throw them at us, man. Throw them at us in
Yeah.
chat. Any.
Poor man. Shot while he was running as fast as he could to safety.
After he kicked the shit out of 2 burglars. Damn.
Of course.
Yep.
Would have been leaning forward as he was running away. Even if the bullet was fired horizontally, it would still have entered his body on an upward trajectory.
Oh, heck.
Oh, heck.
So the culprit isn't necessarily someone shorter than Mr. Windybank.
Oh, shit.
What? You can't object to me, I'm just saying stuff!
You shut up, little girl.
Oh, jeez.
I will bite you.
Oh, my God.
I'm sure my learned friend can't have forgotten that the storeroom door was found closed and locked from the inside. You claim the victim was shot as he fled into the room. Do you also claim his corpse was dexterous enough to turn the key in the lock?
That's what Gina is, you dumb fuck.
Stupid bitch!
But
But
what if someone else locked the door? Say the accused. There we go. Yes, there is someone else who could have locked the storeroom door.
Is that so?
Name who could have done it.
it had to be Gina.
I had the vagina.
Mhm. Obviously, the person who locked the door was the only other person inside the storeroom at the time. The defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade.
Objection!
Rabble, rabble, rabble. Oh, never mind.
That is absurd!
Oh.
You're suggesting that the accused deliberately engineered the sealed room?
They didn't want to get shot.
Yeah. For what possible reason?
A man just got shot.
Shut up!
There you
Such
go.
actions would only
Shut
serve
up.
to tighten the noose around her neck.
Oh my god!
Better than getting shot.
What is this
Fucking-
about getting shot? I don't know what you mean.
I've been shot many times and I've always been fine.
I've always been fine. I'm not a vampire.
Walking down the road, people are like, hello, sir. Bam. He's like,
Bam.
good day.
Good day. Yes, a good day to you as well. Bang.
Like,
He takes out
Dude.
his gun, shoots them, thinking they'll survive as well.
god damn it.
This may be why I am called the Reaper of the Melee.
That's actually what.
Why isn't he in fucking jail?
It's all in self-defense. They always shoot him first.
Exactly.
God damn it.
He's just saying hi and kind.
Yeah.
That's fucking ridiculous. God damn it. It's also ridiculous how he is out for Gina. He's like, I will see this little girl hanged, I swear to God.
He's really fucking out for any kind of little girl. like
Like, right? Like,
he didn't like.
That's a, whew, that's a
Yeah.
phrase.
That's a he
There's
doesn't
no
like-
situation in life you can hear that sentence and feel good about it.
He didn't like Susato. He doesn't like Iris, and now he doesn't like Gina. Like
God damn.
he just hates little girls.
He doesn't like little girls. Like, anywho, I'm a girl. Do it.
Yes,
break
that's
it
a
down.
tricky one, that isn't it?
Oh. Yeah. Oh. That's all I got.
Yo, go SpongeBob.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this seems like this follows a very logical course of action. What do you mean? They're like, if someone got shot in front of me and I slammed the door, my first thought isn't, oh man, the prosecution's gonna fucking love this. It's, holy fuck!
Yeah, right.
Oh, god damn it. Anyway. Remember it.
I wonder how she, I'm assuming maybe passed out, but like, it also makes sense that she would pick up the gun.
Yeah.
Now the question is that the gun shows signs of being fired.
Yeah.
That's a question we're gonna have to answer about what happened there, because I don't think they shot the door or anything, unless she did
Well,
shoot through the people back, and she shot the other brother, and he's like hidden somewhere, and that's why they're making a stink of, yeah, we're looking for our brother, but he's like just fucking somewhere, being like, ow!
So like both the Skulker brothers gun was
Their
shot
gun was
once.
fired. Gina's was fired.
Yeah.
There's been
both
2
of them
confirmed
once.
shots.
Yeah. And we know that one was shot, one shot Mr. Winnebank and one shot Shomes. So that's maybe Shomes was shot on accident.
But
By
Gina was in the locked room.
But
Yeah.
maybe the peephole was open.
But he was shot in the stomach.
Yeah.
She would have to go to the peephole, shoot over the peephole and down into Sholmes' stomach instead of the two figures that they would see much clearer from where they were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they were
It's
already on their way
possible.
out.
Yeah, it's possible. They were definitely on their way out.
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident they shot Sholmes.
Yeah.
But we do have to answer the question of the missing bullet here, because
Yeah. So, not only is it a missing bullet, but it was shot straight up. So, yeah. If only we could,
I'd suck if fucking
the-
she just shot Sholmes.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that would
god. Fucking.
Never come over for dinner again.
Oh, jeez.
She might have just shot him on accident trying to shoot the brother.
She just couldn't find the manuscript because she wasn't looking in the right spot. She's like, that son of a bitch, your ball bag, bang!
Hell yeah. Fucking, we're just like, well, Gina, we proved that you didn't kill Mr. Windybank, but unfortunately you shot Mr. Sholmes, so you still have to go to jail. She's like, ah, fuck.
Ah,
What a-
crap.
He didn't die, did he?
He's fine. But of course, Ginny would have locked the door.
Now, when's his ass gonna fucking break through the ceiling light?
Right? Like, I'm waiting for it, man.
I'm so excited.
It almost goes without saying, doesn't it?
It does?
Keep up, Bruno, you dummy.
You
Well, if
dumb
I was
slut.
Ginny in that situation,
I wouldn't want to get shot.
Yeah.
I know I would have locked the door as quickly as I could. I mean, those two burglars had just fired a gun in her direction, hadn't they?
Oh, yes! Finally, the courtroom clicks that getting
Fucking
shot
right.
sucks.
Right?
Obviously.
Right.
Before the two brothers arrived, Miss Lestrade and Mr. Windybank were in the storeroom together. Now, I don't know what went on between them at the time, but at some point...
Barry has climbed into my lap.
Oh.
And I'm giving her
No.
kisses.
Oh,
Mr. Windybank
look
must have heard the
that.
intruders breaking into a shop and left the storeroom. Intruders, eh? That's us, bruv.
Oh my god.
no. Shut the fuck up.
Your theory is correct. That would leave the accused alone in the storeroom.
Oh, bruv, we're on the news.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yes,
fuck,
it would.
bruv, we're on the news.
And probably only moments later, the victim fled back through the storeroom door, hoping to escape danger. Hit in the back by the bullet, Mr. Windybank fell to the floor where he was, just inside the storeroom. Bark. Brat dog.
She is.
Dude, I was literally just thinking when you mentioned Barry, I was like, she's been very quiet this entire stream. She's being so good. And then I was like, as soon as I mention something, she's going to make some
Rude.
fucking
Yep.
sound.
Well,
And
we
then I
have
was
to ask-
quiet anyway, and she still fucking did it.
What we have to ask ourselves now is, what would the defendant have done in that moment?
I see where you're going with this. Do you?
Outside the storeroom was a terrifying killer who had just murdered Mr. Windybank. As soon as that thought struck Miss Lestrade, she slammed the door shut and locked it. In order to save her own life.
Crap.
That makes perfect sense, fuck.
Damn
Man,
it.
shit.
I've been common sensed. I hate common sense.
But I mean, we ain't the ones who done it.
We ain't, you gotta believe us. I mean, come on, we never shot no one except for that one guy.
Fuck.
That's blatantly untrue. I know for a fact you would. Because before my own eyes, you shot Mr. Herlock Sholmes.
Oh, fuck.
You also just kind of saved them from.
There's only one logical conclusion here. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin, you brothers had every opportunity to have been the true perpetrators of Mr. Windybank's murder. Oh, now we're just bringing up the bullet mystery.
Oh,
Yeah.
The fact that they don't immediately bring it up also is at least partially damning.
You mean to say it wasn't a pickpocket? He shot the pawnbroker after all.
And that's the time I lit that bitch on fire.
Oh my god.
Anyways, if you can arrange for transportation.
That was amazing, Marina! All the members of the jury seem to be firmly on your side now.
Well, they'll fucking turn. They're fickle bitches.
I know, first time ever, and probably the last.
Yeah, there you go.
Want me to shoot him?
Oh no.
Well, I think you've done it. Surely they'll have to give a verdict of not.
Objection!
There it is. Yeah. Oh.
An admirable effort, my learned friend.
Fuck, what do you got? You
The
got, you
bullets.
son of a bitch. You're right.
What's this down? He's laughing.
Gross.
And you're doing a mural
I always find it funny when people die.
Oh.
I mean, no, I stand
no.
by it.
He just can't hold himself back.
Damn it.
Let me just pour this.
Yes.
I dare say, such chicanery.
Chicanery, yes. very
Chicanery
nice.
is the bread and butter of the street performers in your provincial eastern nation.
You don't even know, dude. You ain't been.
Yeah, like, fuck you.
But such blatantly malicious conjuring tricks amount to nothing more than inexcusable pettifoggery here.
The fuck does
Like
that mean?
Immanuel Kant. Immanuel Kant had this whole racist thing about so many different groups of people, like black people and indigenous American people. And the motherfucker basically never met anyone who wasn't white in his whole life.
Wow.
Jesus.
Like, you want to talk shit about Kant, that's where you start.
Yep.
I'll be right back.
Ridiculous. Okay.
What?
Wait.
Yeah!
Yeah. The hypothesis you put forward so ostensibly credibly cannot and will not stand.
I'd like to take this time to talk about Japanese wizardry.
I am very fluent on the subject. Because you see, it contains a fatal flaw.
A fatal flaw?
Do you mean to tell me that you're unaware of your logic's failing? I
Fuck my ass, Zeeks.
Hello, Van Zeeks. Might be an idea to explain this bully conjuring trick or whatever it is to the troops on the ground, eh? The fatal flaw in my learned friend's argument is really very simple to understand. Yeah! That's one.
That's one.
Assuming you're not too dim-witted to count the bullets. By George, count bullets!
Oh dear.
Yeah.
You noticed then?
Huh? What's everyone talking about?
Counsel.
Yes, sir.
Tell the court how many bullets were found at the scene of the crime.
Two bullets.
Correct. The first that which hit the victim in the back, ending his life. And the second that which struck the detective, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, on his arrival at the scene.
I don't like that detective was in single quotations. How dare you?
Perfect.
Perfect.
There you go. Keep going.
Calendar.
The calendar.
The calendar.
Your lordship's understanding is correct, I think. Furthermore, we know there are 2 firearms involved in the incident. The revolver being belonging to the victim, Mr. Windibank.
His one's
this-
nicer than theirs.
What?
His one is nicer than theirs.
Yeah, it's true. And the Skulkin brothers' revolver. The evidence
did it
shows
every time.
that a single
Yeah.
bullet was fired from each gun.
Okay, so what's happening? What's he got?
The bullet dilemma.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, I think I did a good impression.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Man, I want to see it.
I just made noises.
Yeah, he was
Hey!
just going, the calendar.
Yes.
Now
Perfect.
then, my learned friend.
There was a smashing of a chalice?
Yep.
Oh, yes, there was one.
Oh,
one.
okay, Juan. I need him to do one
Yeah.
more, and I'm correct.
You yourself told the court only moments ago that these two brothers shot Mr. Herlock Sholmes right before your eyes. Yeah.
Yes, I did.
What?
Oh my goodness. I think you'll find.
And if you light someone on fire quick enough, they won't even really have a time to react.
As he's
There'll
been
just be a
saying to me,
fireball
yes.
running down the road. Oh, yeah, if the bullet was fired from the brother's gun, hit Mr. Sholmes, it means...
Windybank not shot by gun. Stop. Only one bullet. Stop.
Exactly.
Yep, that makes it.
Yes, the snip and the street performer presented an ostensibly
Jesus.
credible argument.
Holy
However,
fuck, dude.
it was never anything more than a diversionary trick with no hope of standing up to scrutiny.
Did she pass out because she shot Herlock? Are you right?
Oh my god.
Am I right?
Reach through, blast them, and then she's Herlock, no! And she's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Ah, cramp!
Or even worse theory, she shot it, but she wasn't prepared for the kickback. She just fucking
whacked herself in the head.
No. Poor girl.
It's possible because it's this game, there goes the bottle.
Damn!
There goes the
Does that
bottle.
count? Does that count as two?
We're talking glass shatters or bottle shatters?
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know. Fuck.
Pray forget. I'm pretty sure you said one glasses. So.
No, I voted two. I voted two glasses.
Yeah, but that wasn't a glass.
I know. I know.
So you're a loser.
Not yet, I'm not. We still got time. You're a fucking loser.
You're a loser.
You're a
Pray
loser
forgive
because
the
you didn't
discourtay
say
of
any.
flinging
You
the
didn't
dregs
vote.
of
I guess three.
hallowed nectar into the public gallery. I'm not listening to you.
Thank you, Cerberus Magician. It was made of glass.
You know what I mean.
Oh, no.
But this court needs to open its eyes. The accused, Miss Gina Lestrade, is no ordinary little girl. Despite her young years, she can, regrettably, no longer be described as a juvenile.
Oh shit, really? How old?
No, the person in the
17.
dock is far from a law-abiding citizen. She has a past riddled with criminal conduct. Disgusting.
Damn.
The truth is, the accused broke into the pawnbrokery on the night in question with loathsome intent. As we can see beyond the doubt, in this print, which depicts her threatening the victim with the murder weapon.
She's not pointing it at him. So...
Yeah.
Sure, she's actually holding it quite well for someone who doesn't know how to use guns.
Yeah.
And I have here in my possession one more piece of evidence the prosecution
Yes,
wishes
we
to
can spray
present.
Gab!
Actually,
Gab, I can spray it so we'll know whose fucking blood it is! Gab!
I want to check something. Okay.
We know that Gina's blood is on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or no, we nicked that dude, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
Who got cut on it?
Remember.
A disc. Okay, they'll tell us when we scan it.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll be asking whatever it is of Miss Gilded's down the yard. Thank you very much.
No, don't give it to him. It's mine. It's mine. That is mine. Mine.
I'm sorry, miss.
Peace.
But anything belonging to McGildy's has to be taken in as evidence now.
Killed it.
Get a ball bag. Bag.
It's the music
What
box
you just
disc.
fucking say?
McGill. The music box disc.
What?
A whole new scene happening. They're just fighting in the fucking store in a flashback.
Yeah. The very day before the hateful murder of Mr. Windibank, the accused attempted to make off with this article, which clearly doesn't belong to her, and with none of the subtlety of a pickpocket, I might add, but by brute force and brazen impudence. Excuse me.
Who's shocked by
Make
your
no
birth.
mistake, any sympathy for the accused on account of her years is misguided and dangerous.
I will see that little girl hanged.
I will. I'll hang her myself. There are no
Fucking,
depths to-
it's just the same outfit, but he's got like the hangman's fucking thing over his face. It's like, oh, I
With
wonder
the
who the hangman
cowl.
could be. Yeah, the cowl, that's what it's called. It's like, man, I wonder who the hangman is. Shit.
There are no depths to which girls would stoop if pushed.
Damn.
No crime girls would not commit.
All right, incel.
I was gonna say, holy shit.
The court forgets that fact and its peril. At its peril.
There you go.
Looking at you, juror number 5.
Number 5 and number 2.
Number 2 and number 5. Lord Van Jigsaw,
What you got, boy?
Inspector Gregson? What?
yes, Inspector.
What you got?
We had a meeting yesterday at the with the prosecution service, and I think it was agreed that this wouldn't be used as evidence.
Ask me if I give a fuck.
You're right, like, oh my god.
Do you give a fuck?
Oh,
No.
Well,
cripes.
Christ.
What's all this about? Why is the inspector acting strangely? It's the first time he said anything to Van Zeeks at all.
I am unaware of any such meeting. But those were the instructions right from the top. The government bigwigs were insisting. It's a bit too late. It's a bit late for that now.
Sorry. Ask me if I give a fuck.
Let me ask again.
Damn.
Inspector, I am the prosecutor, and I alone determine how to present my case. Your warning is noted. Thank you. The
Let's expose government corruption with a weird music disc!
Oh shit!
Let's fucking go!
Let's fucking go.
The prosecution wishes to proceed with submitting this disc as evidence, my lord.
Alright, let's get the gun ready.
Let's fucking
Yeah.
go! The music box disc has been entered in the court record. A metal disc used to play music in a mechanical music box. On the reverse side is a note that reads for McGilded.
A music box. It's a box for music.
Music.
She is my muse. Ick.
Nice.
Ick.
Ugh.
I'm gonna take a look. I'm just gonna take a look at it. Give it a
Irish
look.
just
little
fucking
spritz.
fires at it immediately.
It just backflips out of the desk. Just
What's the little girl doing? Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Or McGilded. That's the man you defended in court a couple months ago, isn't it, Bruno?
Oh, yes. Let me forget.
Oh.
Yeah, rather mistakenly defended.
I wonder what his name is doing on the back of this disc.
That's a question I'd love to know the answer to myself.
Mhm.
All right. You're all right.
Oh, Bruno,
Look at,
look!
look at this blood.
Blood!
Isn't it neat?
This is blood!
Yes, you're right. Just a small smear, but definitely blood.
You're right.
Actually, I feel as though I might have noticed that before.
Uh-huh. Then it's my time to shine. What? I thought I'd been waiting forever. Bang!
Did you not read the word again?
I didn't, yeah. I didn't.
Okay.
Spencer?
Yeah.
Shut up. Alright. Okay.
Oh, Carrie.
If I want to skip words in a sentence, I fucking can. Okay.
You can. You shouldn't.
Yeah, that's right.
But I guess you can.
I don't need to be called out like this. Alright.
No, you do. You desperately need to be called out on that.
What the fuck? No!
Yeah.
Well, now I'm just gonna randomly be skipping words as much as I want.
Wow.
Alright, Bruno.
Die.
Power of spite, ladies and gentlemen.
It's not my life.
I know.
Oh, sorry, I'm not allowed to skip the whole thing. All right,
Yeah.
can we get this done quickly?
Yes, let's get him! Just internally read everything, Spencer, you fucking bitch!
What an entertaining stream that would be.
I got kind of a story about that, actually.
Oh no.
Oh,
I just raided some guy like a long time ago, and they were like super mute. They didn't acknowledge the raid, which whatever. Like I don't super care if people do, but
Yeah.
quite literally, this was a stream where like it was a thing. They do not speak to chat. There was like basically no one there. It was like a smallish. This is back when I had like 7 to 8 people. So this is 2 teeny tiny streamers, and I raided them, and I was just like, "Hi, what's up? Hello, hey, hi!" Like all of our
Hey.
chats super about the raid. They're like, "Yo, what's up, friend?" Silence, and like it wasn't like they were away or anything. They were playing.
They just
And
didn't
then
look at chat. at all.
Eventually, I was worried. No, they've seen it. They just aren't talking,
Damn.
Damn.
not via text or anything. So that's the only time I think ever I've literally like went on to my other chat. I was like, all right, we're re-rating. We're gonna get back into my chat. We're going somewhere else. Fuck this guy.
damn!
Damn.
Yeah, fuck, dude, yeah.
It was weird. Anyways, can we get this done quickly, Iris?
In a flash.
There, you fucking happy?
Yes.
Oh,
Poof.
that's
It's
color.
still red.
No.
Green.
It's green.
Wait. Wasn't that fucking...
So-
that was Shomes.
I think, isn't green
Or-
the mysterious one? Because that's what was on the
no, 'cause-
calendar.
The calendar
No,
is
no.
Sholmes' blood.
Yeah, the
Oh, so
calendar
it's
is
Shomes, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, a
problem is
lovely
also is-
bright shade again.
It's also determining blood type, so it's not a
Yeah.
perfect identifier.
That's true.
Right.
But obviously, this is going to be key. Wait, the
Yeah.
color.
What is it?
It's just that green. It's not the first time we've seen that color, is it? They blast him. Is it actually Windy Banks out there?
Get him.
Hmm.
Wait, didn't we have a color for Windy Bank? Because of the floor.
No.
Yeah, there's. Did we never
Yeah.
spray that one? Did we?
I don't think we did.
Go to the blood
I'm
portfolio.
doing
It'll
it.
tell us. Oh, thank you. Fuck.
Yeah,
See,
this is-
unknown.
Yeah, whoever
Probably
this is.
Shomes.
It's probably
Probably.
Shomes.
Yeah, we assume Shomes, but if it's
But
Windy
who's to say?
Bank, then that would make sense. But Windy Bank never
Windy
got
Bank is
cut.
blue.
on
Windy
it.
Bank's
Oh,
blue,
it's
yeah.
Okay.
We did get
Yeah,
it.
see?
Okay, cool.
I thought that, yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah.
Thrice
Thrice
Fire.
Fire,
That's
that
Mason.
makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's not Windibanks.
Mhm.
Probably we assume it's Shomes.
Yeah.
So Shomes, maybe Shomes had this as well.
But we saw the person get cut with this. I don't think it was Shomes.
Then who could it have been?
What the fuck?
Was it?
Him.
Was it the dude? Did Gina ripped it out of his hand? Did she cut him?
This guy, this
Oh.
Egbert, or the Eggert Benedict,
Yeah,
The egg boy?
the Eggman.
because it was either him or Gina. I think that got cut. She was
Yeah.
wrenching it out of his hand. That was for sure. Is one of the
Yeah.
two. I'm pretty sure it's him. I don't think Gina got cut.
Yeah, I don't think so
Yeah.
either.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it points to Eggert, which also makes sense because he was absolutely
Was
trying
also,
to crime that place.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
Gina
He's
was-
very
was.
obviously the bad guy here.
Yeah, Gina was
Yeah.
shot as well. So,
Yes.
okay. The prosecution has established the accused motive, opportunity, and the baseness of character.
Hmm.
There is nothing more to add.
Damn.
Eggert, the brother.
Ooh.
He
Ladies and
gets it.
gentlemen.
Rubs his eyes as he gets the little raccoon mask.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I await your informed decisions and rest my case. Samsoni, what are you yelling my name for? What did I do?
I don't know what you did.
Notice?
Oh, your
That wasn't
Discord
me.
sounds are still on.
They're not.
Really? Well, there you go. Fuck, Samsoni, someone's just booping you.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck.
Die.
Get absolutely knocked. Damn.
Get borked.
Get
Borked. But the jury on my side for once, for all 5 minutes.
Oh, this poor boy.
Oh dear. It wasn't even for 5 minutes, Bruno. I timed it. It was
wasn't even for
3:34.
My lord.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah.
Wonder if I might say something at this point. Hey, been stumbling about in a bit of fog up to now, if truth be told. But all of a sudden, the answer's bully obvious to me and my men. There's only one thing for it.
I'm sorry. Can I pause for a moment? He was saying
not.
that he's not really been understanding what's going on, and yet he had a verdict of guilty earlier.
Yeah,
Sir.
that
Sir.
tracks with our experience with the guy
Oh,
who definitely cheats on his wife. Oh no!
Oh
Yeah,
no.
nice.
Oh no.
Oh, go ahead, run there.
Oh, come
I
on.
wonder what they all think.
Time for summation examination number 2.
Number 2!
Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty.
Damn.
Lit.
Nice.
Yet. I hit rules.
Fucking dragon, man, using his face.
What?
Like, holy fuck.
Bonk. When you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth.
Dude, no.
That's my line. I wrote that. Barley, you're a butthole.
Doesn't that mean he reads Herlock jumps?
How dare you use it against us?
Don't worry, Iris. I don't think we're finished yet.
Let's
Still more to
kick
this
his
case than we
ass.
realize. Time to annoy the jurors.
Yep.
There must be, because there's one thing that I'm absolutely certain of. This system is also really rigged to find people guilty. Gina
Yo, right,
didn't
what's
shoot
up?
Mr. Windybank. That's beyond any doubt.
This system is just also very bad. So,
Yep.
He doesn't even fucking wait for us to ask.
You're right, he knows
just
what's
assumed at
happening at
this
this point.
get rid of squadron is primed and ready for action, sir.
Filthy.
Shut up.
Any Cyber
Good night, Superman.
This is also not the best way to do it. If you wanted an individual explanation from each juror as to why they found someone guilty, in a situation like this where they could hear each other, sometimes they might just echo someone else's statement,
Yeah.
regardless of whether or
Totally.
not they actually believe it.
Yep.
Exactly.
Luckily, this is a game, and that's impossible here. But
Yep.
real life.
Once a rogue, always a rogue, I say. Huh? Different breed to its law-abiding citizens.
Isn't adultery still illegal?
Shut up!
Right? Like, what the fuck, you son of a bitch?
I'm not on trial here.
As only 2 bullets were found at the scene, I would say the whole case is done and dusted. I like it.
Made puns.
You don't need a stereoscope to see the truth here. Every which way you look at it, it was that pickpocket.
Damn.
Sprawling. I
You're
never
right.
imagined that simple operation would cause me such grief.
Oh my god.
Oh, God!
Still has never given an answer to shit.
The accused attempted a thief on the
A
previous
theft.
day.
Theft.
No, oh my God, Carrie. No, I've decided that it says thief.
Okay, you can decide
Good
that, I guess.
thieving.
Attempted a thievery on the previous day. I can see I'm in for a busy day ahead. I wish I was.
I am
dead.
ballistics expert, and I've seen many shootings. Many shootings. There is
Oh,
nothing I do not know about guns. Ask Mr. Polinsky here.
Yes. After and me, I was rather bowled over by the argument put forward by that chap in black.
See, it's very easy to misread things, Spencer.
Yeah. But the thing is, you didn't have to correct me. But when that fell apart like a house of cards, I saw that I'd jolly well been hoodwinked. Well, no more. Never
Okay.
again.
The whole courtroom's turning against me. It's not fair! Everybody hates me.
Oh.
Iris?
The prosecutor's being mean! You're meaning what I say! Just because Jenny's done some things she shouldn't have done in the past, that doesn't make her a murderer!
It's true.
Smash another one, you bitch. And then no more for the rest of the stream.
Allow me to savor this fruity vintage while I savor the spectacle of your fruitless debate on the matter.
Jesus Christ, we've been killed.
Here's to the truth coming out. Eventually.
Get it, boy.
Let's
Let's fucking go.
Yes, my lord.
Hello, I'm over.
One second. I have a Scody. Only one of the brothers is visible. You can see the other one's nose through the cracks in the stand.
Yeah.
Oh.
Once a rogue, always a rogue, I say. Hey? Different breed to its law-abiding citizens. Hold it.
Just because Miss Lestrade has a history of pickpocketing, she must be guilty of murder. Is that what you're saying?
Well,
Yeah, when you say it out loud in fucking plain English, it sounds like a dick move thing, huh?
Yeah.
Asshole. Are all members of the British Army so good to judge?
I
Damn.
beg your pardon.
Not say it again, bitch!
Are you mocking Her Majesty's Armed Forces, the greatest military organization on the planet?
I don't know, I saw Zulu.
That said world, but whatever you want to do is.
Same thing.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm simply illustrating my point.
Aye.
Making
That didn't
assumptions
say
about people
A
because
either.
they're a soldier or a pickpocket is wrong and dangerous.
Well, yes, might have a point there, I suppose. But let's not forget the girl had already shown it, she had. Oh my god. But let's not forget the girl had already shown she had it in her from before. She's clearly a criminal short through and through. Can't deny it.
I deny it.
Spencer, do you have water?
No.
When you say that she'd shown it, she had it in her, are you referring to this?
Exactly. Tried to swap that only a day earlier, eh? Or am I mistaken?
Not exactly. Also, we're back to the so she stole, so therefore she clearly kills.
Yeah.
Right? What a fucking asshole.
Given that I was actually there at the time, it's hard to refute that.
I've never actually seen the real thing. I can't wait to have a closer look at it.
Oh, yes, of course.
Boy.
Mr. Sholmes? Oh no, that's you. Sorry.
Mr. Sholmes did use his caramel bars to make a copy of the disc, didn't he?
Right.
Yeah.
And then ordered every type of music box he could find from across Europe.
God damn.
We still don't know what tune it plays, though, do we? I'll shoot it and we'll find out.
I don't know.
But I'd love to see how the original compares to Hurley's copy.
McGilded's disc. Could it be a clue somehow? Perhaps we should examine it in more detail.
It's got fucking blood on it,
We
bitch.
did.
Oh
We
my
did.
god, well done. Jeez. Damn. As only 2 bullets were found at the scene, I would say the whole case is done and dusted.
Wow.
It's the number of bullets that has you convinced.
Mhm. Only 2 bullets were fired, and the 2 guns that fired them have been examined by the police. When the parlor maid asks me how many are invited for dinner, I always tell her to count the table settings.
That's logical, I suppose.
Although,
Yes.
sometimes after dining, crockery does go missing. 1 or 2 guests rather like the fine china.
Does your employer dine with thieves?
Damn.
Oh shit.
So I suppose.
Is her employer the fucking Mr. Benedict?
Mr.
Oh my god.
Mr.
my God.
Eggs?
If there was another bullet somewhere of which we were unaware, I'd have to reconsider my position.
All right, let's start with missionary.
All right, let's fucking go.
Oh shit.
A 3rd bullet somewhere in the scene. Could that be possible?
Can we prove it?
Can we prove it? Save and then say that we can.
Sure. Let's fucking go.
You just look through our evidence as well.
Yeah, man.
No, that's
You can always
stupid.
come back to her statement.
Yeah. Saying yes might lead to like.
Especially, honestly, we should
information.
ask questions about the Russian guy because he's a ballistics expert,
Mm-hmm.
True.
or at least he
yeah.
says he is.
Yeah.
So I bet you we'll get what we need to help this from him.
Yeah. So let's we'd say we can prove it for now. Or
I think right now that's a waste of time.
yeah, me too.
Okay.
It's
Impossible.
Fortunately, only 2 bullets were discovered by the police during the investigation.
Yes, I know.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And I don't imagine the good men of Scotland Yard would have overlooked anything.
As we all know, the police always do their job.
Yo, yeah, they're great,
Uh-huh.
yeah. If I missed a bullet while I was cleaning his lordship's office, well, I should receive a sound scolding, I don't doubt.
Yeah,
He should
skull.
receive a visit from the police, perhaps.
Yeah,
Sounds like a
Jesus.
crime scene to me.
A 3rd bullet.
It would completely turn things around if there was one, wouldn't it?
Do you think we might find one lying around somewhere?
Oh my gosh, there's
You
one
didn't
eating
borrow.
Gina. That's crazy.
Oh my god.
That would be
Oh, yeah.
very upsetting.
Yeah. She just
You don't
had it
need
in
to
her
say
arm.
it.
She's like, oh, I didn't even know it's not. Here you go. Pulls it out, hands it to them.
Ow.
That's a tough ass bitch right there.
You don't need a stereoscope to see the truth here. Every which way you look at it, it was that pickpocket.
Amazing.
Amazing.
So if I understood correctly, you need 2 pictures, a left eye and a slightly different right eye one.
Exactly. When you can see the scene in 3 dimensions, like this.
I hate him.
Then you can.
I hate him also.
So if we have 2 bullets, I don't suppose you can see anything useful with them.
I think you'll find that no matter how much you squint, the truth of the situation always looks the same here. The only person who could have shot their victim is that girl in the dock. Stupid.
All right.
Him.
So they weren't lying about him being armed, and the reason he didn't shoot him when he pulled the gun on him is because he already shot. Windybank shot the 3rd brother in the back,
shit.
who fled
Yeah.
the scene,
Oh.
and then he turned to run to safety, and the other brother returned fire, killing him.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
How can he be so sure of that?
Oh,
That's why there's only 2 shots.
I think so. Yeah.
Think about it. The Skulkin brothers shot the great detective, didn't they?
Yes, that's been mentioned once or twice.
Well then, surely it's coming into focus now, isn't it?
This is a waste of time. Not going to change this man's mind anytime soon. I never imagined that simple operation would cause me such grief.
Holy fuck, dude.
Should you please stop muttering about things that have nothing to do with this trial, sir? The defendant's life is on the line here.
It's always that man that I left
You're
the circle
challenging
inside.
me.
Oh my god.
I'll fuck you up.
The thing is, I couldn't really say that it's nothing to do with this trial, to be honest. There we go. Because he did the operation.
What?
I mean, there's no question that the man was shot, but the bullet had simply vanished from his stomach. Quite inexplicable, don't you think?
Fucking what?
Someone
What?
stole Sholmes's bullet.
Oh.
I just want to ask, with this surgery you've been muttering about all this time, you were operating on... What was the fellow's name now? Hairlick? No,
Oh.
Hairlock? Herlock Sholmes, by any chance?
Oh my
Yes,
God.
good lord!
You're a wizard.
It was that Hairlock fellow!
Chunky Monkey's right. He left his sandwich in show.
What?
Oh no.
You're the surgeon that operated on Mr. Sholmes? That's right. Using the very latest anesthesia techniques, I might add. It's called a brick and some whiskey.
Fuck.
It's a fairly major op it was. It's crazy.
2D hits him with the brick and then he drinks the whiskey. It's like, oh fuck.
Let me see. Fellow was brought in not long after midnight, if I remember things correctly. I said he'd been shot by some criminal or other, so I opened him up. Like a shot.
Oh
What's-
my god.
Well, the funny thing is, I went over his insides with a fine-tooth comb and couldn't find the bullet anywhere.
Oh my god.
I'm afraid I had to throw up my hands and just stitch the fellow back up. Oh no. When the surgery causes more damage than the actual shot.
Yeah.
I hate to state the obvious, but did it go through?
Oh.
Surely that's because the bullet is still at the scene of the shooting?
Yeah.
So we assume this is Sherlock's blood or Herlock's blood.
Yeah.
If it's not, then that's our 3rd bullet.
Yeah.
But where's the second bullet then?
Yeah, we got one in Windybank, one on
Yeah.
the wall, and there should be one somewhere else in the scene here.
Yeah.
Or one taken from the scene of the crime.
Maybe. Yeah.
One or the other.
Maybe the 3rd bullet's in the other brother.
Maybe.
Because the problem is, if that's the case, there's no blood around this bullet, so it's
Yeah.
possible the brother was struck by a bullet, causing the blood splatter, and then
Yeah.
the bullet that hit Herlock created the damage to the calendar.
Fuck, dude. I hate this.
That would explain, to a degree, because look at the splatter pattern.
Yeah.
You see how it goes up and onto the calendar and then beyond it?
Yeah.
That's a lot of blood.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the bullet hit Herlock, hit him in the stomach area, which is rather low
Yeah,
considering
and this was pretty
where
high.
this is.
Yeah.
That is head height, unless it was the small one who's shooting
I was
up.
thinking that the shorter brother who shot him. Yeah.
So it's possible, but I'm pretty sure this is probably the one that was hitting the other brother. The question is, again, there's no splatter immediately around or on the bullet. It's just everything else, and it's a lot. Like even for a gunshot here, like it is. You see how like it goes down onto the wall beneath it.
Yeah. Weird.
I hate this.
Read the line man.
I'm still fucking pissed it wasn't the basement thing.
Yep, you should be. It would have been great.
Bullet that the Skulkin brothers fired at Mr. Sholmes hit him in the stomach region. And exited his body and lodged into the shop wall where the calendar was hanging by the door. I think you'll find it's really quite simple if you just consider the problem three-dimensionally. Hey, who do you think I am, son? I'm a doctor, not a ballistics expert. Ask Rusky over here. Well, juror number 4 is about the best I can do. I'm a fucking dragon! As I saw the wound to the man's stomach, I flipped him over. There's no exit wound.
McDragon.
There's no exit wound!
There's no exit wound, bitch.
Like a pancake? You're saying that you checked his back?
Oh.
Of course I did. There wasn't a trace of injury. No sign that the bullet had left the body at all.
Yep.
Someone at the hospital stole the bullet.
What the fuck?
That's fucking nuts.
Or, you know,
What?
it's still just in him and the doctor sewed him
Just
up.
missed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose the only logical conclusion was that the bullet was somewhere still somewhere in the man's innards, which is exactly why I said about slicing him up.
Oh my
And I'm
god.
still none the wiser even now. How many times do I gotta say it?
I need to be fired. That's what I'm saying.
Somebody please explain how it happened. Can somebody please solve the mystery? If only we had Herlock Sholmes.
Oh my god.
It's almost as much of a mystery as how this jury was put together.
Did somebody
Oh.
say mystery?
I need it.
He
I need
swings
it to
in
happen.
from a fucking vine
Please.
into
Please.
the fucking courtroom.
Do
my gut
it.
wound. Oh.
You're right.
Yeah, my gut wound. Oh god.
Oh,
Crash.
the bullets rattling around inside my kidney.
Yunosuke, you'll have to do my pointing and everything. I'm
Oh my
gunshot.
god.
I already read this.
Okay. Good. Cool.
Mystery where that bullet ended up is infuriating. Where's an expert when you need one? Right over there.
Right over there. I'm gonna press him real quick.
In ballistics expert, I've seen many shootings. There is nothing I do not know about guns. Nothing at all. Nothing in the whole world. I thought you were just a tourist. There we go. There, freezing.
Show it. Oh,
Almost there.
oh, jeez. Oh, oh,
Good day. I'm visiting London for sightseeing. Would like to take bus.
oh, fuck.
To Crystal Tower, please. There's no way he's just visiting tourist.
Damn.
So you're a ballistics expert? Who knew? I did. That's why I tell you. I have much experience with guns. I have lived through many, how do you say, extreme and violent bath of, blood, of,
Extreme violent bloodbaths, perhaps?
Those.
Yes, what the little
Extreme
girl
violent
said, yes.
blah 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 blah.
Hell yeah.
I'm vampire.
Poor little mouse.
English is very difficult tongue.
That's right. Stupid.
Okay, Mr. Pochenko's alright. He likes being squeezed.
Yes.
Me.
He is fine.
Considering the sort of people you associate with, I'm surprised you still have a tongue. Anyway, if you have questions about bullets and guns, you ask me. There is nothing I do not know. No mystery I cannot solve. He's very confident in his knowledge of guns, that's for sure. But if possible, please only in Russian language.
Damn.
He's not very confident in his knowledge of English, though, is he?
No. Still, we should bear in mind, he's alright if there's a mystery about guns or bullets. I like that they definitely use the word mystery a lot. Just in case.
Yeah.
And Zeke's managed to convince everyone. The dick?
Little piece of shit.
When you have eliminated the impossible, he said. But he hasn't.
To fight back, we need more material. And we have to fight back. We have to turn this trial around again. Like some sort of turnabout.
Here, let's go to the...
Just immediately solve that problem.
Yeah.
Bam! Bam!
Hi-ya!
These statements clearly contradict the idea that all I do is pictures against pictures against each other. Oh, ballistics expert. Bitting. B-I-T-T. On the night in question, Mr. Shulms was shot by one of the Skulkin brothers.
It's gonna be all
Have
you,
fun.
Aaron.
I was gonna say, have fun talking to yourself for a minute, Aaron.
Since there was no sign of an exit wound on his back, we must assume the bullet didn't pass through him. However, no bullet was found lodged in Mr. Shulms' body either. Furthermore, a bullet was found lodged in the wall of the shop where Mr. Shulms was shot. Juror number 6. Hello, my name is Villain. Pleased to meet you.
Villain?
Your name is Villain.
Oh.
I am Batman.
Holy shit.
To quote the good Russian, I am bad guy. Does not mean I am bad guy.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
This apparent contradiction of the facts is so clearly troubling juror number 4. Are you able to explain the mystery? Niet. I've seen very similar situation in Motherland. It was night, there was blizzard. I was running away along mountain road in freezing cold.
Oh, golly.
Snow was piling high on both sides of the road. It was very narrow and dangerous. My pursuers had hunting rifles, and they were on dog slates. Mental note, don't ask too many questions. I was shot from behind and I fell down in snow. This situation was very similar to what I hear today from doctor. They could not find bullet in my body.
Oh.
Barry, you stay down. Thank you.
Oh, dear.
And no sign of, how you say, exit wound. Bullet never hit me.
What?
If it never hit you, why you fall down? Bullet hit frozen wall of ice very close to my side. What? One small piece, very sharp, broke away from a lump of ice and pierced my body. Made deep wound that looks just like bullet wound. No bullet. You're gracious. That's fucking sick.
That's fucking metal as hell.
Next time I'll aim better with the rifle. Of course, piece of ice quickly melted inside.
Wait, what did you say?
Yeah.
Oh, you say, what the fuck? And that is solution to the mystery of disappearing bullet. But that doesn't answer the question at all. Shooting happened in a pawnbroker shop. Who the fuck shoots ice in a pawnbroker shop? It's for snow and mud in another country. It's an idea, but we might not be looking at exactly the same scenario here.
Where exactly was Hurley shot again?
Well, according to the report, in his stomach, sort of around this area, I think.
Oh.
Bull honky.
Bull honky! Well, that's precisely where he always wears a little pouch on his belt.
Pouch?
Yeah.
Actually, I
little
might have noticed
little
something like that.
Yes, a pouch. It's where he keeps 3 glass vials of very dangerous chemicals that he uses in his investigation.
What? Really?
One's chloroform.
Or it looks like, oh, the acid in my gun wound.
Yeah, fuck.
Why did I wear a ballistic vest made of vials of acid?
God damn it.
Doctor, where's the pouch Mr. Sholmes was wearing? Huh? Well, a fellow had nothing like that in his person when he arrived at the hospital, as far as I remember.
If I may.
Smash your fucking glass.
What
Do
the
it.
Zeeks?
We got 30 minutes. Smash your fucking glass.
Smash or
Well,
pass, Zeeks.
Smash or pass, Zeeks.
While I realize it is forbidden for the prosecution to interject during a summation examination, I should inform the defense that I have the pouch in question in the antechamber outside the courtroom.
Sorry?
Fucking what?
Gimme.
As I understand it, when the police arrived on the scene and found Mr. Sholmes injured, they removed the pouch in order to assess the wound.
Ah! My goodness. I thought I was getting forgetful for a moment.
Damn.
Who are you?
Since then, it has been in my safekeeping along with all other evidence relating to the case. I can personally vouch for the fact that it has not been touched since the incident occurred.
I assumed it was me. I don't know. Maybe it was Bailiff.
Yeah, it's probably you.
Yeah, definitely.
That's.
Oh, shit, he had fucking glass in his body.
Oh! Did the doctor, like, at least get that
Yeah.
shit out? Is all of it still in there?
I'm assuming it's out, given that he seemed fine.
Yeah.
Fuck.
One of the vials is broken and the leather around it is scorched black. It's almost as if the vial exploded.
Oh.
Exploded! So that night, the bullet from the Skulkin Brothers gun struck Mr. Sholmes' pouch. And it was the glass vial exploding that caused the fellow's injury. His bullet did not penetrate victim, but was deflected into wall of shop.
Oh.
A delightfully complex aroma.
Fucking smash it.
Though it has no bearing on the truth of this case.
Eat my balls!
No. And the bungle.
I don't
the
think
bungling
I
and
will.
burgling
No, you would
brothers-
love to, and you know it.
The bungling and the burgling brothers shot the detective, and the accused shot the pawnbroker. The pertinent facts of the case remain unaltered.
Well, at least the mystery is solved. I can sleep easy tonight on my hoard of books and money and tea and everything I fucking want. You can't stop me. I'm a goddamn dragon. Bah, thank you very much. Glad I could help.
Oh my god. No need to call it scruffy.
Hurley's pouch isn't scruffy. I'll kill you, Judge.
Oh!
Iris, no.
Pulls out another vial, throws at him.
Pulls out her gun. The pouch Mr. Sholmes was wearing around his waist at the time of the shooting. One of the glass vials is smashed and there are scorch marks around it.
Let's
So
look
there's an
at it.
explosion around his stomach. Then we would expect to see some burning and junk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Wait, there's a bullet in there.
Yeah, there's a bullet in there.
Really scorched badly just here.
Oh, the strap is broken. Look.
It was not reflected. It was stuck. Let's see where the bullet hit then.
Let me see.
Hey, look!
There you
it's a
go,
fucking
bitch! Yes!
Yeah,
Let's go.
the bullet in the wall is Windy Bank's gun.
Yeah.
What the Iris? Look! Behind where the broken file was, do you see it? Do ya? A clue!
Do ya?
A clue!
That's the Skulker Brothers bullet!
What a stroke of luck that it hit his pouch.
Amazing.
This is an amazing discovery.
Amazing.
Yeah, what that guy said. What this means is there were 3 bullets fired at the Winnie Banks that night.
We found exactly what the juror was talking about.
This is such a convenient development.
The third bullet. It's so convenient. Hooray!
It's time to press that juror again, I think. Press them with a bullet. Press this bullet into their eyeballs. Kill them dead. That's one less juror we have to
Kill
deal
the
with.
jurors. What a good plan.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That's
going on,
tyranny.
right?
That is generally frowned upon. That's where the glass exploded through.
Ah,
and killed the
that
snake.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Let's see. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Judge, before you start fucking talking shit, I'll be a gargle my sack.
You alright?
I mean, a little more time, Your Honor.
Respectfully, Judge. Gargle my nuts, please. Yeah.
My lord. Please suck
I'm
my
gonna need
balls.
I'm gonna need you to let me teabag you real quick,
Excellent.
Judge.
You know those machines
Respectfully.
you use on a golf course to clean them off?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. That's the whole statement. I think you get it right.
I think you get it from there.
Thank
Be a
you, Your
valuable
Honor.
clue, and you can't afford to overlook anything here, Ryunosuke. I must examine all the things. There's a way to turn this around somehow, because it's a video game, and there's always a path to success.
All
The
right.
accused attempted a theft.
I think it was her, right?
Yes.
Yes.
She's like,
She
show
was
me the
like,
third
if you-
bullet, and you're good.
Show me a third.
I'm
yeah.
just gonna skip past. until we get to the statement there.
I can prove it.
I can prove it.
Well, I'm going to show you then the third bullet. In this one.
It's
Take
this
that.
one labeled
With
the third
remarkably
bullet.
little deformation, considering everything. Here it is. We discovered it just now. It was in the thing that you handed me, from the Just Now thing.
Yeah.
Yes. On the night in question, in Windybank's pawnbrokery, another bullet was fired.
Hold it. Dude, what the fuck are you doing? What is this new trickery, you Nipponese conjurer?
Damn.
Where did you find that bullet?
In the shit you just gave me.
Bullshit. I
Ikum
would never
bokum,
do something so
motherfucker.
stupid.
I hate it when they give evidence and it works against me.
Christ. This is the worst.
It was lodged inside Mr. Sholmes' pouch.
Fuck.
Right?
Nice. Nice.
His pouch was removed from around Mr. Sholmes' waist before he was taken to a hospital. And since then, it's been touched by no one. Yes, as your lordship has surmised, it hit this pouch. Two guns from the scene have already been submitted into the court record as evidence. And yet, Your Honor, there's 3 fucking bullets.
Oh shit!
I mean, and the examination of both things revealed that there's 3 fucking bullets. And only a single
Damn.
bullet had been fired from each. Yeah, that's right, you gasped.
You better fucking gasp.
But what that must mean.
That's right. We now know that on the night in question, 3 bullets were fired. However, only 2 bullets were fired from the guns recovered from the crime scene. And until that incontrovertible inconsistency, fucking
Nice.
Ryunosuke, is somehow solved, we
Yeah.
can't manage to pass judgment.
Nice game. Smash your fucking glass! You put it down, you tease!
You're a tease.
Get the fuck.
Incontrovertible inconsistencies. What a dickhead.
You're right. God damn it. Oh, nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well done.
We didn't even need to convince shit. We're just
Yeah,
like,
right?
no, there's enough evidence that shows that y'all are wrong.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Boy, Jupiter!
What? I'll get the garrote wire.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go, mate. Hello, here.
Yay!
I've never left. I've been here, and sometimes I've been at the back wall.
Oh, I love him.
Oh, baby.
This is my day. I'm being paid to do this.
That's true. Gabda.
I'm being paid to stand around and watch these two fucking chuckle fucks.
Frankly,
Yeah,
miserable
right.
as this is, could be worse. Oh,
Yeah, no more stays.
It could be worse.
oh,
Well,
we was, Governor, we was.
No, they understand.
perhaps we can dispense with the tedious preamble. Simply answer this one question. A third bullet has been identified at the scene of the crime. What do you make of that?
Make of it, Gov? I don't make nothing of nothing.
Is it one of
Something.
yours?
Wow.
God blimey, Gov, God blimey, not a chance.
Wow.
In that case, did you have an accomplice?
What? What? Never! His Skulking brothers work alone, except for her brother who voiced Scorpion off.
Since the two of us, that's our trademark. We don't got a thing.
You're right, what the fuck?
How soon we forget poor Sulky.
Like
Only
him.
2 of the bullets from the crime scene originated from the firearms we have in evidence. The third bullet was fired from another gun. Where is it?
I mean, that's a head scratcher. Also, Judge.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
don't want to know. That was just me humming at these boys.
Yes.
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 I'm running.
Well, I mean, if we get a sock, Your Honor,
Oh,
we fill it with
Well.
large things. I suspect we can. Torture's wrong.
No, that's wrong. Right?
Slippery slope, Your Honor. Thinking back over all the testimony we've heard and all the evidence we've seen, I think I'm trying to form a picture of what really happened that night. I've already said it.
Oh,
But I think it's clear what the third bullet tells us about the Skulkin brothers.
They had a secret
Nothing
accomplice.
to do with
They had another gun. It's nothing to do with them.
forget the things I've said.
Secret accomplice.
Yeah.
On the night at Winniebank's pawnbrokery, the brothers must have been working with a third man.
Oh,
You were hired by a certain fucking egg-headed loser who wears jackets that are too small for them because he wanted to steal other things, specifically a second disc that he thought was there, and he fought a little girl for, like a fucking asshole. And he cut his thumb on it. We checked it. We got his DNA, and we know what color his blood is now. And he's fucked. The witnesses are clearly doing their best to cover up the existence of this accomplishment. Is he like dead?
that green-blooded motherfucker.
Fucking lizard person. But the evidence all points to the fact that there was someone else present. Someone carrying a gun.
Rabble, 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 rabble. No, fuck. Smash your glass! Fucking do it, you bitch!
I just poured myself another glass. Why would I do that?
Oh, we're so close.
So,
We're so
no.
close to the stream.
Accomplice, you
Come
said.
on,
Windy
bitch.
Bank shot the other, and then these guys shot Herlock. So the other guy would have, after being shot, ran up and shot Windy Bank, and then fucking ghosted.
You think there'd be more blood, though, if he was shot
Yeah,
and then
considering
ran?
how much was on the wall.
Yeah. So, I'm not
Though,
sure.
depending, if he was wearing a large jacket, a lot of it could start getting absorbed because the initial splatter is a
Yeah.
ton. but it's not exactly like if he shot in the chest area where I assume he would have been hit, it probably would have been going down his back. And a lot of it would have been getting soaked into his clothing first before it would go down his back, down his leg, and then onto the ground. So as long as he was moving quickly enough, it's not impossible for him not to be leaving a massive trail.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, pig swill. These protracted proceedings have already forced us to endure 2 summation examinations. Yet in all that time, there has been not a murmur of a third man. If this apparently wraith-like being exists.
How do we know about the third brother?
Wait,
You smashed it! I win! Okay, now stop. Don't smash any more within the next fucking, 15, 18 minutes or so. Fucking just stop. That's it. It's all you gotta smash.
I mean, the chat was counting that wine bottle as being broken
Fuck
as well.
you! You aren't gonna let me have that, you piece of shit! I'll slit your goddamn throat! I'll kill you!
This fucking Aaron answer. Don't you dare do that shit to me! I'll fucking stab you in the heart.
Oh,
you
God
were ready to
damn
count that as well. So
You said I couldn't have it. If I was allowed to have it, I wouldn't have wanted him to smash this glass, you fuck.
Sure.
I hate
Whatever
you.
you say. I'm just saying. If we count, if we're not counting that wine bottle, then you win. But if we did count that wine bottle, which at the time you did, I win.
What did you guess? I didn't even hear you
I guess
fucking
3.
guess.
3. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll see.
Yep.
We'll see. The longer we talk about this, the longer I have for him to not move, and the chances of him
whatever.
smashing a third glass.
The court
are
must
more
be
in
shown
my
hard
favor.
evidence.
No, shut up!
Without it, this fantasy will be crushed. Stupid.
You also probably want to suppose to like greater than an amount or less than an amount, because
Yeah.
otherwise, if you guess low, your chances of losing are infinitely higher. Because since
Yes.
there's only 2 outcomes and one must be selected at the end of the prediction, that means that the higher count will win by default.
Yeah.
Prosecution demands and
No, sorry, that was. The prosecution demands answers on 2 counts. Firstly, proof, evidence that this accomplice was ever at the scene of the crime. And secondly, the identity of this spurious character.
Skulkins are lying, I know that. But how can I ascertain the identity of the person they're hiding?
I think we did.
We already did.
The blood sample.
Yes.
stuff
Yeah.
For the first bit.
Woo-woo-woo.
I'm supposed to prove the existence of this accomplice and reveal the person's identity even. In response to the prosecution's demand, my lord, the defense is...
Ready to present answers? Let's
If we
say-
give the
Would you
vote
like to
right?
play the game, or would you
Right.
like to quit now?
We would like to quit now.
I'm just gonna save it anyway. Why
To
not?
jail with Gina.
To jail! Get her out of here! Send
The defense
her
is
off.
ready. I believe I can provide all the answers the prosecution demands.
Death to teenage girls.
That's what we say.
That's what we say. So,
What a
my
stance
Nepalese
to take.
friend, despite the swimming highs, you seem to think you have something to say. This promises to be interesting.
I
Science!
have to push forward now. There's no other option. I need to use every single piece of evidence available to me if it will make a difference. Just picks up the whole evidence. It's in here somewhere.
Read that!
Oh.
Yeah, I think we
our
either
blood
the
thing.
music box disc because it has the heckin'.
I think that's gonna prove his identity.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think it's gonna connect him. So I think it's the
Yeah,
bullet
I
in the
think it's
wall
the
first,
blood portfolio.
because
Okay.
since we have the
Well,
bullet in the wall.
is. Oh yeah, like this one, or no, not the third.
No, the one on the
that's
calendar.
Jones's. Yeah, the one on the calendar, because that bullet got there that night. That is
We don't
undeniable.
We don't have a picture of like the.
It might be in the DNA evidence.
Yeah, it's in the
It's in the
DNA
blood
evidence.
portfolio.
Yeah, the blood portfolio.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, so we would select that, and it's gonna be his DNA there. Since it's not Sholmes's, we know
Yeah.
that for sure now.
Yeah.
We can then compare the blood splatter to that, and then we can talk about him cutting his thumb when Gina ripped it out of his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's fucking go.
Take that! There we go. Yeah, that works.
The evidence is right here in this portfolio.
Nice.
Do you expect the court to rifle through your papers itself? Be more specific.
Also, Spencer, we took a vote and we said that we don't count the wine bottle.
Yeah, the stream's on your side though, so I don't trust them.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, this isn't this isn't a democracy, Carrie.
What do you think a fucking poll is? Oh! You know what?
Yeah.
You shouldn't come up and visit. It's not safe for you.
Maybe
You
I
should
won't.
stay where you are.
Maybe you'll just fucking deal with your dentist shit all by yourself.
I will, and I'll cry.
You'll cry, but you'll smile crying, knowing that you won this argument.
That's true, I will.
Uh-huh. Your claim one of those blood samples proves the presence of this third intruder. Well, which one is it? Is it this one or the bullet in the wall?
Bullet in the wall
Put
first.
in the wall first. Yeah.
Because 2 shots were fired at that point. It
Yeah.
proves that someone had to have been shot.
Yeah,
But you know, it's this game, so it'll probably be a fucking asshole about it.
probably.
It's a bloodstain, my lord.
Jesus
Expect me
Christ.
to believe in the green blood there.
Green the blood. Curious even for you. I did not
Oh
know
my
you believed in aliens or
Holy
lizard
shit.
folk.
Says the vampire boy.
Or believed in
Fucking wow.
aliens or lizard folk or kobolds or little girls. They do not exist. No.
All of the things that are not real.
These are things that are not real.
Terrifying, fucking mysterious creature. Oh my god.
Things from the Black Lagoon itself. Anyway,
All mythical.
is the court to understand that the intruder was some unhuman creature?
Wow. Oh,
It's something developed by Mr. Herlock Sholmes.
For the great detective?
new invention. Stop. Not yet appeared in stories. Stop. Jesus.
He's must have bust a nut.
You're right. Like,
Yeah.
It's this, you see? It doesn't have a name yet, though. This fogger sprays a chemical that reacts with the different elements in people's blood to change its color.
There is no Easter Bunny. There are no space aliens.
And there is
are
no Queen of
definitely no
England.
vampires.
Wow.
That's so good.
I have
job.
been
God,
to the
brilliant.
castle. She is not there.
She's not there. Do not look for her.
Oh.
Yes, everyone's blood is slightly different, you see? Because it's made up of different elements. So by seeing what color it changes to, you can tell in a flash whose blood it is. Hurley's goes super white because he's full of so much cocaine.
Oh,
Oh. Well,
that
Jesus,
brings a
guys
whole
is
extra
super
dimension at
disappointed.
looking at blood.
Talk of blood in the courtroom. Stop. Very exciting. Stop. Girl.
As an example, this one shows the blood of the victim, Mr. Winterbank.
Fucking brew.
Yes. So you see, the green color of this blood stain on the calendar shows that somebody else was shot in the main part of the shop.
Now hold fire there, young man. Could be from some unrelated incident, couldn't it?
No,
Really?
it's not unrelated.
Shut up.
What?
The date showing the calendar is the date on which Mr. Windybank was killed.
By golly!
Therefore, we can assume that whoever was shot on the same day.
Yep. Oh,
Then whose blood is it? Tell me, I hate mysteries. I hate mysteries and I love gold. Well, the Skulkin brothers in the stand don't appear to be suffering from any gunshot injuries.
I love gold. The taste of it. The smell of it.
The texture.
The
Wow.
texture.
Which means it must be the blood of somebody else. The third intruder, in fact.
Whose identity the court is still waiting to hear. You can't delay this any longer, my learned friend. Who is the alleged third intruder?
It this boy.
It this egg boy.
It's Eggman.
It's this fucking Eggman.
The man's name is Eggert Benedict.
Bullshit. Do not throw fake names at me.
He's
Do not throw
shady as
your
hell,
egg.
Your Honor.
Do not
You
throw
paid a
your
visit.
breakfast at me.
Oh, yeah.
He made a visit to Windybank's pawnbroker in the afternoon before the incident took place.
When the accused attempted to deceive the pawnbroker into releasing this article into her possession.
Mhm.
That's right.
Why?
We got this bitch.
The man identified by the defense, Mr. Eggert Benedict, then attempted to take the article from the defendant by force. What a baby cut his fingy.
I forget who voiced him and what voice it was.
It was you? I don't remember the voice.
Yeah.
I think you did. I think
Oh, no,
you did
that's
like
you.
your weird,
Oh no, wait.
your
that was me.
weird fucking Prince Charles voice
Sir?
for him. I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right. I remember you commenting
Yeah.
something like
I
that.
believe this
Yeah.
filthy positive has
Yeah.
just received an article from you, no? No? No?
Yes,
Yeah.
The article in question belongs to me, and I demand for it to be returned at once.
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 That's a lie. What you trying to poo? Poo.
Who?
Give me my overcoat, you waster. And needless to say, yeah, any music box discs two.
Nice.
Inspector Gregson was there at the time and can attest to what happened.
It's true.
In the end, it was the inspector himself who took the disc.
Dude, this fucking feels like a slam dunk, and that's how I know we're not done with this case.
Yep. Now we
It's
gotta
absolute
get the, we gotta
bullshit.
get Eggert
His name's
Benedict
clearly
in.
not Eggert, so we gotta get him and then we gotta beat him.
Yep.
Yep.
It's clearly part of the government trying to suppress it because he wasn't supposed to submit the disc as evidence. Like that was a thing that they actively were like, no, you're not allowed to.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Did
said,
you already read this? Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Yes, my lord, that's more or less what happened. And in the interest of being thorough, I asked Windybank for a print showing the fella. Take it from one of these red-handed recorder Gubbinses.
I have no idea.
Uppenses, yeah.
I've
Okay,
never heard
nice.
of that word.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Yes, that's him talking to Mr. Windybank that morning. Gubbins. Dialectical, British, fish pairings, or refuse, broadly, any bits and pieces, scraps. It can also mean gadgets, gadgetry, and the gubbins for changing a tire and all the navigational gubbins. Just tech.
All right, sure.
Well, Mr. and Mr. Skulkin,
You doubt
Rat
the
him out.
good name of Eggert Half-Shell Benedict?
Wow. Never seen the geezer before in my life.
All my life, guys, all my life. Never seen him.
Uh-huh.
Not once.
Not once ever.
I'm sure your lordship recalls my learned Nipponese friend's actual assertion, which was that he could prove the identity of the alleged accomplice.
Hey, Black Queen. Yes, and I can.
Yeah.
Then show us the evidence, you fuck.
Oh my God.
Worst on this jury. It's just because I know and like everyone else, including the terrorist. But I like you less than the terrorist.
That's just how it goes, man.
Yeah.
I am
I
very
agree.
affable, yes.
Must he prove that the clean-cut gentleman in the photograph is the filthy criminal you say he is?
God damn.
Right? Holy shit.
He's dressed well. He can't be a criminal.
Yeah.
This is the last piece of evidence. I had a feeling that something had been missing in this trial from the very start. And a guilty party. But now I'm gonna kick it dragging and screaming into the courtroom. Also,
Yeah.
at this point, I've conclusively proven that there is a very strong doubt it was Gina. Yes, my lord. The defense will present the evidence now.
It's the disc!
Proof that the man pictured in the photographic print was in fact a person struck by the third bullet.
You would just.
It the disc.
Show me disc.
Yeah, disc.
Disc.
I guess you probably do the DNA evidence of the disc. Yeah, because that's just the disc without it being green.
That's true.
Right.
DNA evidence. I'm gonna save real quick, but just before we.
Yeah,
Just in
good
case,
call.
because it could be the disc.
Yeah.
I think I feel like it probably is the disc.
A
but
caddy
we'll see.
wants this.
Take me.
Hell yeah.
There we go.
Alright.
Proof's right here in this portfolio. Again, fuck!
A little bit, yeah.
I see you share my interest in claret-colored liquids. My
What?
learned Nipponese friend.
The
But-
fuck does claret colored?
I don't know.
I believe
And
claret
I
is a type
just
of wine.
say things.
The court demands to see further evidence.
Yes, claret is a Bordeaux wine.
Oh.
Which blood sample proves the man you identified was the one shot by the third bullet at the scene of the crime.
So wait, he basically just said, you and I share a liking of blood, I see.
Yeah.
He's a fucking vampire.
No, I'm not. Those don't exist.
Ah,
I said so before.
I said so before.
everything I say is true.
As I mentioned before, in the afternoon of the day in question, the defendant attempted, deceitfully, admittedly, to reclaim this disc from Windibanks. That's correct, my lord. I myself was present at the time. It's following this that a minor incident occurred.
Oh.
Baby cut his fingy.
Yo, baby, cut his fingy.
But of course, sir. Here is the disc for you. Yeah.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Right, I forgot what a flashback.
Then I shall bid you farewell. Say goodbye to style.
Aye.
Goodbye.
Wait a minute. Minute. That desk.
It's made.
It's so cute.
Yeah,
What do you think you're doing, you little tramp?
Jesus.
Tramp.
Comes back to the court. He's just like full on slab squatted beside Gina. Just tramp.
Stupid tramp.
Jesus Christ.
You've tried
You guys don't do this on your days off.
You've tried blood, you filthy animal. Tramp. Tramp.
Being a music box disc, it has countless small but sharp metal protrusions over its surface. Trip. Those protrusions cause Mr. Benedict's finger to bleed. The resulting smear of blood is still visible on the disc now.
Fuck.
My assistant and I have just analyzed the bloodstain here in this very courtroom. You probably saw her pick up a small gun-like object, this one right here, and blast me
Using
with
my
it.
trusty fogger gun.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I
Great.
decided to name it.
Hooray!
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 Yes, we added the results to this portfolio.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Right, guy.
It's green.
That's 5. It's exactly the same color as the blood around the calendar.
I think
No,
that's-
it's the Russian.
Or is that
No. It's
Wait.
the stop girl. The
Oh shit, you're right.
because there's
Fuck.
sixers? You're totally right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
there's 6. Yeah, you're right. Fuck. Damn. It's exactly the same color as the blood around the calendar.
there we go. That was important.
It was very important.
Yes.
Yes.
Tran.
We need to know who said it.
The evidence is conclusive.
Oh!
The man calling himself Mr. Egbert Benedict, who was in Windybanks earlier in the day,
Okay.
got fucking blasted. It's the accomplice who was present at the scene of the crime that same night. Meow.
Tram.
Mr. Benedict.
Oh no, that's one bucket.
Fucking see Dyson Sphere. Mr. Benedict, I'm trying to remember the movie title. What comes after Lady and the...
Tram.
My lord, it is an opinion of the defense that Mr. Egbert Benedict should be summoned to the courtroom to testify.
So good.
So stupid, but really funny.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh, Jesus.
this has gone on long enough now. This flagrant ignorance of the mechanics of law. Oh
What?
shit.
No!
Carrie.
No, we're after 10! Don't do it, you whore!
Aylox shows
Don't
you
do it.
say. Yes, I've heard the name.
Oh,
The
God.
protagonist
He throws it
in
now
the
after
series-
just pouring it. I'm mad at him.
Yeah, a fucking waste, bitch.
A protagonist in a series of short stories for the vulgar classes. A
Jesus.
god of detection or some such. And now you employ chemical substances devised by this fantastical persona in the highest court of the land.
Of course.
Do you
Okay.
expect us to
Here's
take you
where he shows up.
seriously?
Yep.
The samples made by this plaything are not fit to be called evidence. So the bloodstain turned a shade of green. What of it? Here's to you successfully proving that no other blood in the world could turn the same color.
Well,
Oh shit!
Oh, I thought he was about to smash.
Me too. I
Oh,
thought he
I
was
was
gonna fucking
so
eat
angry
it.
for a second. I was like, fucking no! Oh my
And
god.
pray, do not even think of suggesting that we should take Mr. Sholmes' word for it.
Is he right? Is Mr. Sholmes' concoction about this loadable?
I don't know. I mean, he is a great detective. I want Cheez-Its, mother!
We have Cheez-Its at home, Gregory.
Fun fact, they're
sake.
called Cheez-It. Like, they're on the box, but people say Cheez-Its because you refer to them in the plural.
That's true.
That's the only reason that
Oh,
they've
so-
been known as that.
That's true.
Oh, so another fun fact, we ain't got Cheez-Its here in the UK, so I don't know what I'm asking for.
Nonsense, we've invented them just now. I knew it would come to this.
Down in Cheez-Its.
Yeah, evidence and Cheez-Its. Of course, Mr. Jones' invention isn't going to be recognized by any official body. But what other choice did I have?
Crap. Crap.
Cyclops.
Mr. Benedict, I'm having trouble remembering it. There's this object you can bounce up and down on. It's made of like rubber. It ends with Olean.
Oh, Trent.
Oh, God damn me. Okay.
I'm just remembering what Father Christmas over there said before.
Damn.
About how he was temporarily suspending the summation examination.
Nice.
In other words, the examination isn't over yet, is it?
Dare you use my own word against me?
Right?
In a summation examination, the decision as to whether or not the trial continues is in the hands of the 6 jurors, isn't it?
Shit.
I've always hated
So the
little
way
girls.
I see it, it doesn't matter what certain other people think of Hurley's invention. At least, not for now.
Yes, she's right.
Ah.
Go away, vile mirage. You do not exist. Why are you in my courtroom?
Did you?
Get
You
out
pink-haired
of your
devil
illusion.
beyond the misty veil.
I think
Go
that we
back
should.
from whence
We
I have
should
summoned
fucking.
you. You
I think that we
damn
should save for no
ghost.
reason. We should save it on stream for absolutely no reason.
Yeah, why? What's that?
Because I mean, it's after 10. Like we should.
I think we
save
should find a
it.
good stopping point, I think.
I feel like this is a great stopping point.
Yeah?
Right,
I don't think
yeah,
so.
right here. Yeah, I think
Read
right
the line,
here.
lady.
I swear to God, if he fucking smashes the glass, I'm gonna be fucking furious.
It really just comes down to one thing. Whether these ladies and gentlemen of the jury are convinced by what you say, Runa. Is that about right, would you say? Or did I misunderstand something?
No, she's correct.
Unbelievable. Mr. Sholmes' partner is a force to be reckoned with.
Fucking Maximus Prime. That Cher song, Gypsies, something in Thieves.
Trent.
Yep.
Iris Wilson, sharpshooter.
But I don't know that strong, you tramp. Tramp?
Jesus.
This is absurd.
Don't do it, you bitch.
Er,
No, they're all fucking
Ah.
stupid, dude.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty. Tramp.
Guilty.
Guilty. Oh my god. Ooh. Oh.
How the fuck does the doctor say guilty?
Right?
Yeah, right? Like, what the
How the
fuck,
shitballs is
dude?
this old
I'm
looking
a fan of
motherfucker?
chaos.
I don't really care which thing the fire goes in as long as there's more.
Damn it.
It's the third bullet, man.
Right, Jesus Christ.
Objection.
My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage.
Don't.
The prosecution refuses to accept this decision.
Well, that's called tyranny. It's generally
Yeah.
frowned upon.
Yeah,
On the grounds that it is devastating to my case.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, perfect.
If these jurors are persuaded by some half-baked concoction devised by a pretender to real police work, then they are too ignorant to be trusted with the judgment of anyone's guilt.
Holy shit.
Shit. Ah! My black heart.
Cool. Good. Good.
Good.
Find the egg boy, we say.
What?
Is the egg boy dead? Oh,
Yeah, no
shit,
shit.
that makes sense. Right.
I don't
It's
believe
stupid.
I don't
it.
believe it.
When you
Just
don't
go
know,
around and lie.
dude, when you don't know if it's the game being stupid or some asshole lying. Like,
Yeah, right.
Fucking. Oh,
Just when they managed to prove the man was there that night.
Um,
Ain't that him right there? Tramp,
Gotta
tramp.
Holding.
Going to jail, tramp. And guess what? I did it.
holy shit. Oh,
Oh shit! It was her.
it was me, my lord.
She knows him.
Oh, shit!
Juror number 5. Wait, but she voted guilty. You bitch.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
If possible, Inspector.
Aye, me, ma'am.
No.
Fuck, did you see that? He just dropped his fish and chips.
Yeah, oh my god. I wonder if you might show the photographic print to me again. The one in which the gentleman is shown.
All right, yeah. This one you mean? Of Mr. Benedict?
Yep, she knows him.
Yeah, I think you do.
Mhm. Yes. There's no doubt in my mind.
Juror number 5, you don't mean to say you know this man?
Yes, I know him. He's a bastard.
He's juror number 2's master.
Yeah.
Everybody's involved, man.
Yep.
They found the 5 most involved people.
Yep. Oh my god. I remember. I am a communications officer. Stop.
As we can clearly see. Also, please, stop.
The gentleman in the photograph is. Stop.
Stop what? Stop.
Also, a communications officer. Stop. Who works in my office. Stop. A very talented operator, in fact. Stop.
Oh my god, her eyes.
You're right. He should be in the communication station now. Stop tapping away on the telegraph. Stop.
Aren't you telegraphing that to him right now?
Like, right? Are you warning him? Like,
It doesn't seem right to him now. I can't put my finger on why, but it doesn't feel right.
Feel right, you know?
I suppose we all imagined the accomplice would be some sort of hardened criminal. It's a bit unexpected to find out that he has a respectable job by day, whatever he gets up to at night.
I'm dying.
Don't die, Spencer.
It's too late for me.
Yeah, I suppose that's it. I suppose that's why I felt like something was wrong.
Oh.
Go get her.
Bullshit.
My lord.
You're right. Go pick him up.
As your lordship bids.
Hell yeah. Oh, this is a good place.
I think we should keep going. I don't know
Fuck
why.
you! Fuck you! We're past time. I win. All right.
Yes, my lord.
Ooh.
Yes, sir, my lord.
We'll have a little private powwow. Oh, jeez. Ooh.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
And that's where we'll call it.
Yep.
Thank you, Aaron.
That was a good place to stop.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
I win. What did you guess, Aaron?
What?
With the glass smashes, what did you guess?
Oh, I didn't.
I thought so.
True. You did.
The real winner, the only one not playing the game.
Yep.
Mhm.
I
All
just
right.
got to watch and smile.
Nah.
All right, YouTube, we're gonna be taking off. So, heckin' yeah. We'll be,
Goodbye,
we'll
YouTube.
check you out next
Goodbye,
week.
YouTube. We love you.
Bye.